It's my last stream till I go to Japan. Hello, hello. You guys are here. You are here live watching my last stream before I head off to Japan. All right? And I wanted to make sure it was something special. So today we're checking out the Rainbow Six Siege X showcase. Had to make sure it was a big special stream for my last one, Shadow Rainbow Six Siege.
For you to see the next evolution of Rainbow
Does my mic work? Hello, hello? Wait, hold up. Does it work here?
To the Siege X
It was doubling.
showcase.
Wait, okay. Hold up. I fixed my audio. Is that better? Yeah, it's way better.
Awesome.
You're muted? I fixed it.
Patricia Somerset, and today I am here with
I fixed it.
champion-tiered squad of developers.
Wait, I need Red Bull.
casters,
I
and
actually deadass
creators
need a Red Bull.
to show you what Siege X is all about. You can think of me as a squad leader.
Chat, I woke up at 7 a.m. today.
As the voice of Ash, I'm used to delivering command.
7 a.m. in the morning today. Is Tim here? Tim!
So how about this one? All right, operators.
Chat, where's Tim
You
at?
trained for this. You're
Uh-oh.
ready for this.
Okay.
The mission starts now.
Okay. Wait, okay. Tim's probably sleeping. It's 1 p.m. Okay, I got it. Okay, that was epic. I like the practical effects.
48 of your favorite content creators have assembled here in Atlanta to usher in an explosive new era.
Where am I?
Siege.
JJ Abraham?
Folks, this is the Siege X showcase.
All right,
We're
okay.
starting off showing those content
Chat, one second. I'm
creators. First up
gonna
was
get
Team
all my
Skittles.
stuff together, then we're gonna be good and
Team
happy.
Edie Marley will join next, and get loud for your favorite content creators.
Not invited? They wanted me online, bro. They said my chopped haircut cannot make an appearance. This is going out to too many people. Which, to be honest, fair.
There are a lot of Brazilian content creators that you might be familiar with. It's Team Raza up next.
Got Team Brazil mixing with the
Okay. I think
the globe.
I resolved it.
Team Pestely's gonna join them next, walking out of
Rainbow
the large X. I'm gonna be
Six.
honest, I know there's a lot of you here. You gotta be louder
I
than
think
that.
Tom Clancy and I would be
Come on.
good friends if we ever met.
Better.
We just talked about Team Brazil. Now we got Team A and Z coming through.
There's a lot of players that'll be coming out, 48 in total. Some familiar faces, some newer to our scene, but I mean, hey, it's a new era for our game. Team Spoit is up next.
No, we've talked about sports a lot, but
Have you seen the newest jet lag?
controller players
I,
that
honest to God,
actually
I
see
opened
here.
the video, I started watching, and then I thought chat would be really mad if I watched this without him. I stopped watching.
There's a bunch of them on Stable Ronaldo, the next team walking out.
You know, I saw Kiki warming up. She's
They
looking
got
strong, but
Ronaldo?
They also have Frankie there, Diamond One.
Some familiar faces that you might recognize of this group walking out. The next is Team Lacey.
Very big names coming alive right there as we see one of our own right
What?
there with Uzi. That's my boy.
Why is E-Rob
Uzi should be
next to
familiar face
Jason?
for those of you that
Wait,
follow along
why am I
online.
not there?
Team Pengu, a team of...
How, they
names
invited
you've seen
E-Rob and they
before,
didn't invite
but-
me? They invited
I
Joe?
think that's the controller players you were talking about.
Yeah,
by the way.
I think you're right. I don't see Pangu just yet.
I don't see Pengu. I used
You're
to work
flying
with
to
him.
Japan
We
today?
used to
True, I
play
actually couldn't do it.
against him.
I actually don't know
My
where
name's
this is held.
Quintero.
Does anyone
I'm
know,
joined by
chat?
Laxi,
Is this just
with the
LA?
longstanding
It's LA,
members
yeah?
Of this community, and we
It's
are
LA. It's
happy
a
to welcome
broadcast
you in
production.
to
It's
what might
it's
be
Atlanta? Oh, it's
the
a
most
freaking
exciting thing
production.
we've ever done in Siege.
Of
On the left
course.
side of your screen,
Productions
this side,
in
gets
Atlanta.
mirrored. You're going to see what we're getting up to today. We're going to be starting off.
Chat, I
with
go
a
to
new
Japan today. You
game
guys gonna
mode.
miss
You heard
me?
it here. Not just
BFFR.
Siege,
Don't
but
hurt me.
something brand new. After that, we're going to talk about updates to the core of Siege, the game that we know and love and have spent much of the last 10 years playing. And then how about we finish off by showing
No.
those changes
Are you
in
gonna stream as a
action
VTuber while in Japan? No.
Siege X in a 5v5 show match.
Honestly, Parker, I am so excited.
Excited.
to say the
I get
least.
that.
I don't know which one I'm more excited
I
for.
actually
There's
get that.
so
I pick up
much
on little
that we are
things like
going
that.
to
I'm a
be
real
showing
film
and
buff.
exploring And again, I am just absolutely thrilled to be here with you.
We've got to run a tight ship, so both of us are talkers, so we're going to have to be a little bit brief. But before we get into the action, I'm going to need your help.
Okay, I did it.
Do me a favor.
Boom.
Connect your Ubisoft Connect and Twitch accounts, because later on in the day, we'll be announcing a very special
I do enjoy
draw
seeing your Insta posts,
for
so
everybody that's
keep up
watching
with
through
that
either
while in
this
Japan.
stream or one of our
I won't
partner
have a
streams.
phone.
But before
Oh,
we
I
unveil
saw
what it
I
is,
leaked.
make sure your Ubisoft Connect and
I'm not
Twitch
supposed to tell you
accounts
that.
are linked together. I, as well, am very excited.
I'm not supposed to tell you that.
There's only way to put
IG story?
emphasis
Kelby,
on
I know
the
you're not a
emphasis.
huge fan of me, but my IG story is
gonna
literally
be a quick
uploaded.
day today. It's gonna fly
I know you probably
by
have
like
It's
no
Timmy on your second
tomorrow.
monitor.
And there's a lot to unveil. Of course, a new game mode is something that will surprise people. I think that the updates to the game are going to be pretty spectacular as well.
Anyway,
And
chat,
that's
what's
from
up?
us.
I'm
How
live.
about we send it to two of the greatest minds at
I'll be live
Ubisoft
until
who
noon.
have
We are
helped
watching the
make
Rainbow
Siege
Six Siege
possible.
X
Alex and
showcase.
Joshua.
They are announcing a big update to the game. Game's been out for a minute. Anyone know how long? Game been out a minute. 8 years. Bro, that's old. That's 10 years. 2015?
Let's hear for Ash.
This game old. Hello, I'm from Papa Plot. Hello from Papa
I'm
Plot.
Patricia.
I'm from
It's
America.
amazing to have the voice of Ash here today with us. Welcome to the showcase.
Too quiet?
My name is Alex Karpazis.
I just followed you on
creative director
Insta.
of
You should.
Siege, and today is the day we finally unveil Siege X.
Okay, does anyone know what Siege X is? Because I don't.
And I'm Joshua Mills, game director.
Hey, Josh.
After 3 years of work, the wait is over. And we're taking the core Siege experience to the next level.
We have a ton of details to
How about
share
you
with
let them explain?
about how Siege is evolving with exciting updates like modernized maps, an audio overhaul, advanced rappel, and much,
Elon did not
much
buy it and rename
more.
it. Shut up. Shut up.
In a few minutes, you will see live gameplay of those changes. But before that, we have a very first Siege X trailer to share with you. This is the new era of Siege.
Thank you for the gift. New fixation. All right, new era of Siege. Siege has created some amazing moments. My favorite is Charlie, it was a misinput.
I got all my soldiers on the need to know. Once I get a green, we all on beast mode. Feeling lightheaded, come on, peak close. Trailing up a sleeve stuff. Catch me out of reach, fuck big time. Still a
Kelby wants me. Kelby, you're sending hounds after me? Oh. Kelby sent the hound out. He got shooters, bro. Wait, hold up. Can we lock in? Hold up. Destructible environment? Fire extinguishers? Gas tanks? Advanced repelling? Visual enhancements? It looks good. New animations? Exclusive rewards for veterans? Free access? W? Woo!
That's a lot to take in. That's why, over the next few hours, we'll cover all of it. We have 48 content creators around us getting
It looks
set
like the
up
same
right
game
now
overall.
with 4 live
It seems like the
matches.
same
And if you're
game,
quick with the
core
math,
game
then
mechanics,
you've
but
noticed that something
like
quite different
overhauled
happened.
to look
That's
better,
because
feel
they
better.
will be playing our brand new
But it should
6
be,
versus
right?
6 game mode.
Like, you don't
The
want them
first
to say,
permanent
hey,
new
it's
game
Siege
mode
X and it's a
since
new
the launch
game.
of Siege.
People who
We've
play
taken
Rainbow
the
Six Siege
strategy,
want to keep playing Rainbow
keywords,
Six Siege. They just want
high-stakes
Rainbow Six Siege to be
gameplay
better.
that make
It would
Rainbow
be
Six
so
Siege
annoying if it
so
was like,
special
hey, we change it to a
and
new
built
game.
completely new game mode.
It'd be like,
that's
why?
Designed to push the limits of what Siege can be. Get ready
Did someone's
for
phone go
strategic
off?
plays, unexpected twists, and all-out action. This is Dual Front.
Oh. Okay. To the haters, they got a new mode.
Dual Front is the culmination of years
Dead
of
ass,
hard
I thought that was
work
Tom
by
Hanks in
our
the front row.
incredibly dedicated and talented team. They explored many different avenues and
It's X 'cause it's
experimented
10 years
with
deep.
expanding the very core of Siege.
Do the sign. Jump
In the
and
end,
do the
process came down to asking ourselves a very
Do the
simple
position.
question. What if? What if we could expand the size of squads and have attackers and defenders work together?
Okay.
What if we had one persistent round to settle the outcome of a match with less downtime? What if we could expand the narrative and universe in-game seasonally?
Okay.
What if? One of the answers to these questions was to design a
Lower your
brand
mic.
new,
I can do that. Is that better?
ever-evolving
Hello, hello.
map where the action takes place.
How's that?
Welcome to District.
Me and him got the same cut. Is better? His cut is better. Vid too quiet? Vid's chill, no? Thank you, Brutus, for the 17 months. Is it wise to go to Japan with all the nuisance streamers there? Yeah. Yeah, you made me snore. You made me chuckle. Yeah, dude. I don't think it matters. I don't... What is that? What's the... I'm not live streaming. I don't know how relevant it is to me. Yeah, I watched a new Colin's video. I definitely will see Connor. I'm not gonna not see my boyfriend if I'm flying across the world.
District is a new map created exclusively for Dual Front and built to change with ongoing updates. This map is uniquely designed to support the exciting gameplay of Dual Front and create new possibilities we've never seen before in Siege.
Okay.
Let's break it down. 2 symmetrical fronts, each featuring 3 sectors, set up the main framework of the map. Teams must capture one front while simultaneously defending the other as they work their way deeper and deeper into enemy territory.
Don't
The
understand.
ultimate goal? Reach the final sector and destroy the prototype in the enemy's HQ.
What business Jason the
map's
Ween
layout
has being in
balances
this
open
building?
areas and strategic choke points, demanding coordination and adaptability.
He is not going to be
When I
showing
say
off
open
coordination and
areas,
adaptability.
this
Can I
also
say it?
includes
Can I say it? Is this
outside.
uncouth?
Players will
I
now
understand
be able
this
to
is
move
sponsored. I want you guys to
between
play the
indoor and
game.
outdoor spaces, extending their defenses
He has
beyond
hair-
the walls of the building and setting up for some devastating ambushes.
Okay.
So if you don't drone,
That's a nice car.
it's time to start. If the enemy does catch you off guard and eliminates you, you will be able to return to the fight as your currently selected operator or select a different operator for a tactical adjustment. Success hinges
Jelly
on
Doogies,
balancing
thank you for the prime.
offense, defense, and team composition while seizing every opportunity to lead your team to victory. Which brings us to the neutral sector, a central area where a time-limited assignment will offer you the chance to shift the momentum of battle. Here's a preview of our first seasonal assignment.
Okay.
Intel has zeroed in on an available assignment in the neutral sector. The enemy has started the extraction. Move to intercept.
Assignment. What is this, school? All right. Relax, boy in the band. Not that scary. The word assignment is used in other circumstances.
Progressing with the assignment. Move to resecure.
Bad aim. Kelby, don't roast the person who recorded the gameplay footage.
Excellent work. You've completed the assignment.
You guys ever see that video of someone flying in a helicopter and they're in like a
The neutral sector
hammock
is a
and they start
high-stakes
spinning
conflict zone where
insanely
bold plays
uncontrollably?
lead to game-changing rewards. Players can tackle the time-limited assignment that will grant valuable
Don't say
bonuses.
it's not a fire
it's
video.
important to keep in mind that taking this risk means leaving key
Spoit is
positions
about to
open.
wreck this creator showcase.
As every operator
I think if me and Spoit
participating
hung out in
the
person, we'd
assignment
get along.
is one less operator in your attack or defense front line. The race to secure these objectives is intense, and success in the neutral sector can tip the scales of victory. making it a
I miss when Ludwig had long hair. I know everyone does, okay?
And daring
So I'm taking a 2-week break.
Define the match. With each new season, players can expect a new assignment in Dual Front. This means new narrative, gameplay,
You should 1v1
and neutral
exploit.
sector map updates.
Low key.
Dual Front was built
I think
from the
you'd
ground
win.
up to use the strengths of Siege while adding new twists. If you're new to Siege, this is a perfect game mode to play. Everyone is on a level playing field with a single new map to learn. There's also a limited operator pool, allowing players to focus on a smaller roster. We will be changing the operators in this pool twice a season so that a new exciting meta is just around the corner.
I like that. That's smart.
Finally, we all know that every life is a lesson. Respawn is an important part of this mode, allowing players to experiment and learn through play.
I like that.
You can join the closed beta later today on PC and current-gen consoles.
Okay. So we are not playing the beta later. We will be rating someone who is playing the beta.
Your feedback will help us release the best experience for CJAX.
Why doesn't he read this message? Because that's all you
Now
wrote.
that you know what Dual Front is, it's time to see it in action. Let's kick
Why
it
did
over.
you get this sponsor? Brother, can you not step on my toes while I'm...
Let's kick it over to our
What are we doing
legendary
here? Are you not my
casters
boy?
And see your favorite creators exploring
not
and discovering
cool?
all
Like, what's
Dual
going
Front
on?
has to offer right now.
What are you going to at Ubisoft on Twitter? What are we doing?
Thank you so very much.
Let's just be happy they picked me.
The permanent game mode that we were sworn to secrecy on, we couldn't talk about it. They said, you're not allowed to. And we said, okay, you know what? I want to hear how loud you can get.
Dude, why do they have
remember when I
so
said
much
that there'd be
hair?
a surprise later on? Joshua just told you straight up, you can play Dual Front.
See, this is the issue, right?
today.
This is the issue
All you need to do
with
is connect
productions
your Ubisoft
nowadays.
Connect
They don't
and Twitch
have
accounts,
inclusive
and then
casters.
Watch about 30 minutes either on this
All right?
stream or on one of the partnered streams.
I'm talking
and you will
about
get a
BEI,
Twitch drop
Bald
of a beta code
Inclusivity
to try Dual Front.
Initiative.
Servers go live when we
I'm trying to
wrap
see
up
myself
here,
on
so
camera.
in just a couple hours. And it'll be
The
available
dev was
on
bald?
PC
Yeah,
and
of course.
current
He fried
gen
off all his hair
consoles.
making the damn game.
Kind of sucks for the people in the audience.
He's the
that
only
you don't
one
get
in
to
this
play,
building with any
huh? Well,
brains.
that's okay.
You know, I
Don't boo me. You're excited. Hey. But how excited are you for Dual Front?
Very.
How excited are you for that, what looked like a weapon inspection?
Pretty excited for that weapon inspection animation.
They got very, very loud.
I mean, respectfully so. You know, we finally now can inspect it. But, I mean, for Dual Front specifically, I did get to try it. And I'm jealous that they get to play it now. And I got
like
to
that
sit here
sentence. We
and
can
talk
finally
about it because
inspect
I
it.
truly had so much fun within that time frame that I wasn't
Have you ever had a
able to
man
get to
bun?
play.
No.
I didn't get to
No.
play
You
it.
still
I've
don't
never
know
had
what it's
long
like,
hair.
I have
but
no idea.
Truthfully, it's a wonderful game mode.
Like, my
Would you
hair's
say
never been
you
as long as
were
left guy.
Excited?
Longest it's ever been
I
is
was more
like
than excited.
Wonderful.
Here,
We've got
maybe.
48 content creators here to
One
take
hair
us
follicle.
through Dual Front, and in just a moment, we'll be getting into the game. And honestly, because I haven't played it, am just as eager
It was
to
on
see
stream.
it in
I think it looked
action as
ugly, to be
all of
honest.
you are. We'll be going through how the actual objectives progress. How does that neutral sector actually work? What are the rewards that they get? And how does the matchup ebb and flow? And the one thing that I am most particularly looking forward to is you and I first started playing Siege.
Have you
in
tried
year
watering
one.
the hair?
We have got to see this game grow from the very beginning.
I'm not
And
like
if you go back and
one of
you
those
look at Siege
Obama,
as a regular game,
like, what do
the
you
way
call
that
them?
it was played back
The
in
green
2016
plants?
is very different from the way it's played now.
Chia
I have
pet?
no doubt that Dual Front is going to function
A Ludwig
the
chia
same
pet?
way. Now,
It's just bald
in
me.
just a couple seconds,
Slowly
we'll
it grows
intro
out.
our very
That could
first
work.
set of teams, and it will be fascinating to see how they tackle our newest permanent
merch
game
drop.
mode
Someone tell
in
Aiden.
CJAX. What are your expectations?
Ludwig is so
before we
excited for
get into the
CJX,
match?
just like
To be
all of us
honest, I don't-
chatters.
There's
Real.
no expectations that can be met, truthfully, because this is a new game mode. This is an undeveloped area where people are going to be figuring out. We're going to be understanding what it's going to look like, what we can see.
Here's
Team
how I'm
Lacey
judging
and
who's
Team
going to
Stable
win.
Ronaldo
The more
will be the
people I
first set of
recognize,
teams.
the
We
less
are in the
chance they have of
operator
winning.
selection phase,
So Team Lacey,
seconds
as
out
an
from the
example, has
first
way too many
look
people I recognize.
at Dual
Agent,
Front.
Jason,
Operators are
E-Rob,
locked in. Are
Lacey,
you
they're going to
ready
lose.
for the
Ron's
next
team,
era of
I didn't
Siege?
recognize a few people. I think they'll win.
Folks, let's get underway with our first matchup of Dual Front.
This is so. Can I say something?
When you start,
I know
you
this
have
is
the six
sponsored.
operators that you are choosing
Ubisoft,
from.
no!
I believe, if I'm not wrong,
Don't
you
have
always
Lacey
get the
show
front.
off your
You
new
always feel
game
like you are the
mode.
leader
He's
in
gonna
this
ruin
scenario, leading
it.
your team. But again, what's so unique about this is when you think about
This is
Siege as a whole,
bad,
it's always
no?
been 5v5. Now you are adding that key element of bringing a 6th player onto that squad.
He's the
which
worst
allows
gamer in
so many
RDC.
different ways to approach Siege and how you want to play it. And again, another big thing is you can mesh attackers.
That's Dylan,
with
right? Have you seen him play Fortnite?
Now,
Have you
while
seen him
have
play
some
Rocket
hands-on
League?
experience, and you are a former pro player and a former world champion, it's not your expertise that we're going to lean on here, Gabe. We have brought up both Alex and Josh from the keynote
Lacey
to
ruined
help
you in
us
Cutie's dream.
understand the way that this works. Gentlemen, first things first,
Prep time left.
what a day.
You know, Maya called Lacey, and she said, "Do you feel some type of way that Cutie had a dream about you?" And he replied, "A lot of girls have dreams about me."
5 more seconds to prep.
I mean, we've been waiting for
She was
this
like, "All right,
moment
that's
for 3
beast."
years now.
I can't even hate
and
anymore.
We're still not prepared for it.
Chill
This
on,
is really
Dylan.
exciting. The team's
I mean this with no disrespect. I watch a lot of RDC Gaming's Twitch channel. Dylan is for sure the worst gamer on that channel in the streams that I've watched.
It feels so awesome to finally be talking about all this.
He drives in Rocket League
The way
like
that you
like
conceptualize this
grandmothers
game
do parking
being
on cars.
played might differ from what
I
we
don't
see
feel bad
today.
saying. I feel like this is
But
true. I
is
feel like
it
I'm saying a
fair
true
to say,
statement.
Alex, that you're
It shouldn't be a crime to
expecting
speak
players
truth.
to literally problem solve as it goes
So
along.
mean? Well, is
and
it a
that
crime
there
to speak
isn't really
truth?
a defined correct way
You're the
to
worst
play
gamer on the yard.
based on when you built the game.
I mean, we've been
No,
playing testing
no.
this for
It's
over a year
100%
now,
Aiden.
and we're still learning new things,
actually,
new
no.
combinations of operators. This
It's
is
Nick?
the first time
No.
we're taking
It's
attackers
Slime.
and defenders together
Yeah,
on the
Slime.
same
Slime.
team.
Saved.
But
Whew,
we're
I was
keeping
nervous.
that attack and defend,
It's for sure Slime, bro.
philosophy alive, where you have one lane, one front push,
Okay.
one front defend. So yeah, it's all new.
There you go, Jason.
Well, and as I was saying, you know, the key element of adding
Cypher.
a 6th player to that squad, I mean, Siege for the past 10 years has been 5. I mean, what was the decision to bring
Jason
that
kinda
extra
clean?
element of surprise and putting a 6th member onto that roster?
Well, one of the
He's
big goals we
pumped.
had with Dual Front is to actually
He's
make
pumped.
Siege more approachable. So, and one of the ways of doing that is to kind of lower that social pressure
Uh-oh.
of having to, if you die in a 5v5,
You got Uzi to worry about
4v5,
now.
That's a big detriment to your team. So
Uzi looks
in
kinda
66,
good.
You actually get to carry that weight a little bit more evenly.
Oh, wait, they're on the same team.
Additionally, obviously, the respawn's going to help with that and help people feel more confident and learn
a
over
bit
time.
slow.
But that's definitely a driving force there.
I just want to touch on something here, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but we've got our first objective at play.
Where's the enemy
Would
team?
one of you like to take us through what exactly is happening in the game right
What is Ron
Yeah, so
doing?
the attacking team has actually planted the diffuser, and
What
now
is Ron
we have
doing?
actual segments to the diffuser timer. So if the defending team comes in and deactivates it, it might save a bit of the progress that they achieved there. And this is one of 3
What is
objectives
Lacey
that they have to
doing?
secure now.
That would explain why we have the 3 segments on the diffuser.
That's right.
So if you stop it, it'll go back to the last tick, if we want to call it that.
That's right.
And then
So you
basically
respawn while
pause
this
it.
is
So
happening,
it
yeah?
functions very similarly to regular Siege in the sense that
So basically,
have
you
to
plant the
control
bomb, it has
objective, you have
3
to get that
ticks,
diffuser
you need
played.
to go through all 3
I
ticks,
love
the
also
enemy
Vegas
team
talked about,
respawns.
Regardless of this being a brand new game mode, you guys are still keeping that core value of what Siege has always been in terms of that tactical prowess and what you can do within Siege. And I think just being able to bring attackers with defenders can really set up that strategical stand even more in depth than what we've currently seen throughout Siege.
Okay,
that's
is
the magic
Team
of it,
Ron
as
just
when you're playing
bad?
this, you have to go on the attack.
Or
You get
are
the
they-
attack,
are they
and then you
planting
gotta go
somewhere
into the defense
else?
within the same lane?
Is that right?
So it varies up what you're able to do there, like bringing a Nomad on attack. Obviously, we've done that 1,000 times, but putting her into the defense.
It seems like there's multiple spawn points, yeah?
It's almost like
Or
they're fighting
multiple
on
plant
dual
points?
fronts.
Because I'm seeing the
And
bombs
now we
ticking on
see
both,
that
no?
The other team has planted the diffuser as well. So both are active
Chat, help
at
me.
the same time. Teams
I'm dumb.
have to recoup,
Help me.
regroup, and understand how they can recapture the site now that the plant's gone down.
The red team succeeded, it looks like, in their very first capture. So
Both-
now what
okay.
happens? Oh. Is Uzi going to get it?
Yeah.
They've already lost 1 tick, as you talked about.
Yep.
And it'll roll back. So like that progress they earned and they fought for, they get to keep, but they didn't get all the way for the next sector of the actual objective, so that's lost.
And so he's keeping them down instead of thirsting them so they can't
They have
respawn?
that first one secured. Now that timer is going. So essentially, does that now force them to now play the defense wait for that next sector to open up.
Dude, this
and
is
then
evil.
make that
Uzi
transition
is-
to that rotate.
Yeah, that
Okay.
beat there is actually leading into an.
I'm
essentially
pretty
a prep
sure red
phase
team
for
is
that
getting
next sector.
thoroughly
So
thrashed.
our attackers
Yeah?
in that lane are going into prep using their drones, looking forward, or they could rotate in through the neutral sector over to defense and help shore up your own defense.
Now, I do want to ask you guys, because you've obviously
Is this
had
what they
some
wanted?
time playing through it. What is your ideal
Is this
lineup
what they
that
wanted?
you
Jason
ran
the
the
Ween
most,
yelling,
that you
"Hey, I'm
experimented with
teabagging."
the absolute most, whether that's on the defensive side or the attacking side?
They're bouncing. They're just very excited to play the game.
Oh,
It's
man.
amazing running Nomad
That's
on
tough.
defense.
I won't lie,
It's
that is
like
tough.
I've never experienced it before, and just doing that.
You'll never hear anything coming from me in terms of Nomad with how much I love Nomad. I think Parker knows that as much as well. I've
Dude,
played
Chixie has
Flank
100,000
before.
viewers
The fact that
watching.
You can use those air jabs on defense to get those sound cues, to get that quick reaction, to net one of those eliminations. I mean, Nomad's massive on defense.
I mean, Gabe, when you played professionally, if there was a spot on a map to be as far away from the action as possible, you were there.
Absolutely. So you would have
You loved it.
110% find me at that neutral sector where I am not going to be.
Ludwig's
in
the biggest
thick of it,
Rainbow
but I am
Six
going to
Siege
be
X
trying
fan.
to
It's true.
work my way through.
It's
and
true. They're
see
calling
what
me the
is
face of
open
Rainbow
and what
Six
isn't.
Siege
Now, one thing that
X
you mentioned
on Twitch.
while talking about the game was that
They call
you're
me the
gonna
white
be
Jinxie
swapping
of
up the
Twitch.
operators twice a season. Now, what's the thought process behind which operators
the
you bring
easiest
in,
money ball band's
which
ever made.
operators you bring out, and
Deal or no deal?
will it be a full-scale swap? Are we
100%
talking
deal or no
every
deal.
operator is gone, or
Bro
are you just
had
gonna bring
3
in a couple
words.
and remove maybe some particularly strong or weak ops?
Come on, let's
So
be
one
real.
of the big things is we want to make sure that the pathfinders that are earned through our newcomer challenges are going to be available at all
Ryuzaki.
times. Again, like you always want
Thank
to be
you
able
for
to
the
have
Prime.
some of your ops to be able to play, but outside that,
Anata no
we're going to
Tasukini
be almost doing kind
onigiru.
of like a crafted meta or ideas around that. Maybe we put a lot of hard breach up, maybe we put a lot of trap. or
Sorry,
maybe
I'm just
remove
prepping for
both
my trip.
and see what happens now. Like, what can you do if you don't have electricity available to you? What can you do if you don't have, like, you know, a lot of area denial and so on and so forth?
So I don't think this was mentioned by you guys, but what I am noticing is I'm looking at the characters, the utility. It's regenerated.
Yeah, this is a way
Okay,
that we can
someone do me a
actually
favor.
balance
What
the
is this
operators over a
thing
long
blinking and
period
this
of
thing
time.
blinking?
We're talking rounds are lasting about 15, 20 minutes. So you can actually stack quite a bit of utility.
Joe, man,
if
thank you
you
the Prime.
don't have this new system.
Thank you,
and the
Dead
team
Inside,
worked
for the
really hard
Prime.
on that.
Okay, we'll follow up with that. So are you
should have Joe
saying
Bartolozzi
that
on the yard?
Tap
I
can
love Joe.
essentially lay down 6, 7 traps at a time?
I'm going to take that one.
Here's the thing, though.
So one of the things about the
People I
regenerative
really like
gadgets
as
is that
creators,
you can
I
deploy
hesitate to
based
ask them
on
to
the
come on the
max
yard.
outs
There's a
been
reason
determined for
I
dual
took
front.
so long
So
to
some of
ask
those
some of the
values may
creators I
differ
work
from the core Siege
most
experience,
closely with
but
even.
additionally, whatever your last place gadget
Because
was, if you place
I
a
know
new
they're gonna
one,
have to
it'll
meet
destroy
slime.
that one and then move forward, just to make sure things are in line.
And
You're
for
telling me
some
I can't
people,
put down
it's like a
20
treat.
Capcan
For
traps
some
and
people are
just
pumped. They're
sabotage
excited
the whole
to
Yeah, I
meet
mean, if we rewind
slime.
time a couple years ago, you could have. And
Other people
let me be honest,
have
like,
to deal
you
with
know, it
slime,
became an HR
you know?
problem. So
I was actually, I'm glad you said that because I was thinking, I was like, what if someone just brings Mira and
For
just
example,
lays
Hank
down
Green.
a lot of her
Hank Green.
windows and
He
then
handled slime
immediately
perfectly, but I was a
transitions
little
off of
nervous
that
about
to
it.
a different operator and then uses them.
I'm thinking the Maestro.
Okay.
You just swap evil eye cams over and over and over again. You got unlimited
Or,
laser
We
beams.
already thought of that. So if
Brittany
you're
Broski
picking your operator,
handled them
the
perfectly,
operator
but-
you were previously, all their gadgets disappear, and then you're jumping back in with a new operator.
What's up
to
with
do a
these
new
this
strategy.
ugly backdrop?
additionally, you can
Okay,
actually
first
see
off, what
as
the
operators
hell?
are being swapped out and respawned,
This is a nice
they go
backdrop.
back to being
That's the
unknown
Esports
because
Lifetime
you don't know
Achievement
who's
Award.
coming up in that lineup
So
again.
how about you
that's
come
another
with
thing
some
you'll have to
respect?
adapt to as you're on the field.
I'm not a developer. I don't balance this game.
E-Rob!
I can only
Can we see
imagine
E-Rob POV
how
only, please?
tricky it has been to find a way to make everything work. But before we get there, one of the beautiful things about having all these content
What's with the
creators in
ugly
person
front
is
drop?
that we get to hear
You're
from
just
them
calling me-
live
okay, I
in
get it.
action.
Good one.
Patricia,
Okay,
has an
Dylan,
interview
my
ready
bad.
for us down on the stage.
Then what?
Thank you, guys. I am here with Skittles. How you doing?
Doing great.
Hey, Skittles.
Skittles, I would love to get your first impressions of Siege X. How you feeling about it right now?
I'm absorbing everything. This is a completely new game. We got a big map, more operators. Like it's insane. I'm just trying to take everything in right now, basically.
I can imagine. Are there any particular
Dude,
things
I
that
feel
you're
like it
focusing
sucks
on
because
or
like you're
interested
trying
in
to take in this
seeing
new
terms of the
game
new
and study
updates?
the map and the
I'm just really
characters,
excited about
but
the,
you have to
gun
watch
inspection.
E-Rob play it.
After 10 years, we finally got that, and oh my
It's
god, all the
like
skins we have
if
now, it's so worth
Porsche
it.
dropped
It's so
a new
cool.
car.
Very
and it was
cool.
like,
Well, I won't
and
take too
to
much of your
drive
time.
it,
Get you back
we
to playing.
have
Thank you
the
so much.
oldest woman in France.
Skittles, does a lot of YouTube work, and I know that the weapon inspect element will
They
be
just, you
excellent
know,
for thumbnails.
she probably wouldn't
so
test it
that
to its maximum
will make
capabilities.
It a lot easier for content creators to advertise their stuff. Let's dive into
No,
the
I'm not
next matchup that's
sexist. I'm
happening
saying
at the
France
same
because
time, and it's a little
I'm
bit
saying
of
a
the
woman
old
because they live
versus
longer
the,
than men,
the
so they would be
present,
old.
one could say.
The
A former
person,
two-time world
the
champion
person
of
who's
Pengu
lived.
versus a current major
Why not the
champion
oldest man is a good
of
question.
Spoit,
It's because
as
the
it's
oldest
Team
person
Pengu
to have ever
versus Team
lived
Spoit,
recorded
and
is
there's
a French
competitive
woman,
mindset between
and the
these two
top 10 are all
teams
women.
that is
So that's why.
maybe, I would
Actually,
say,
I educated you
unlike a lot
today.
of the
She
other
lived to
matchups we'll have today.
123, I
How
believe.
competitive can it be? I mean, Spoit's beating up on a retired
123.
old
Isn't that
man of
crazy,
Pengu.
though?
Like, give him
123.
a break. Let him breathe a little bit.
I'm fascinated the way that this mode is going to be approached, right? Because Siege casts such a wide net. There are people
Are you
who
gonna
are
be
going to play
posting
it on PC.
vlogs
there are
in
people who are gonna
Japan
play it
every
on
single
console.
day?
There are people who are going to play
Literally
it
every single
casual,
day, 14
people who
days
only
straight. How
play
about
ranked.
that?
And then
How
you've got
about
people
that?
who are playing on high-end
And I'll be
gaming
posting on
PCs.
IG and
People who are
TikTok.
just sitting at home,
And
playing
on
their
Shorts.
couch, listening to music.
And I'll be posting
playing
pictures.
casually with some friends. And when you look at a mode like Dual
How about
Front,
that?
do you think it's the type of game mode that can catch all of those players and
You'll see a
provide
trailer for it all
compelling
next
experience for each one?
Tuesday.
Yeah, when we were talking about dual front, first of all, Siege is challenging. That's in our DNA. We'll never
Whoa.
change that.
Okay,
But
Spoit.
Dual front makes it more accessible. You can respawn. You can repick your operators. You have more players on the table, so you can try out
I can
new
just tell
things.
that me and Spoit
so
would
all
get
of this
along.
adds up to a game mode that honestly
He's just got like
everybody's
kind of like a.
at the same level on the ground
I don't care for
floor,
this Spoit guy.
and they're able to jump in and have immediate impact.
Never mind. I'm back on Team Spoit.
So I was going to follow up with, I mean,
That
we talk about-
one
we obviously talk about
Martian
the casual
kid.
base and me coming from that competitive
Dude, I thought that was
background.
Martin.
I actually do love the approach here, especially
I thought you were
as
that
we do
one
know
Martin
Siege
kid.
is a very complex game, but that's what makes it so unique, so fun when you can actually learn it. But what I really like about District,
No offense to you, I'm
specifically, is
happy
it's
you're here, too.
symmetrical. It does
Just to be
really
clear.
allow you to
You know.
learn from one end to the other of just the basic functionality.
Crazy you're
how
watching
to
Siege
play
X. Sorry I stay tapped in.
whether you're playing vertically, so you're not getting
I also
confused
watch really
with
cool
new
deep cut
players that
shows
can
like
come in
Severance.
and
Have you
go,
heard of
"Okay,
it?
this is what Siege is like." So then you bring that into the other maps. And then I did
My
also
favorite
see
YouTuber is
not
Mr.
every
Beast.
single operator is
The
able
Cap
to
Attack, thank you for the
play. And I
Prime.
think that also is huge because as we know, Siege has a lot of operators and continuing to grow as the game continues.
What's
to
your
go
innie
further
like?
on. So I
My
do
innie-
genuinely think this is a great approach for not only a competitive standpoint.
I
but
imagine
more
my
also
innie
from
would.
a
Yeah.
I
I'm very
imagine if I
excited
had
to
an
see the
innie,
way
he'd be
that
trying
it
to find a way
shakes
to kill
out.
me for sure.
Have you two noticed anything that's happening at this current point
Or
in
he would
time
come back with,
that
like,
has
pockets
caught
full
your
of
eye
cash
you
that he
maybe
stole from
weren't
women? I don't know.
expecting at the tests you've done over the last year or so?
I mean, I saw someone do a breach I literally have never seen someone do, like in all our playtests, breaching in onto the stairs
Uh-oh.
of the second sector. Like, that side of the site, like, I don't usually see people, like, pushing through there. They usually push from top floor or walk up the stairs, but never breach the wall and jump right into the stairs. So
So
that's
they're
kind of the
all
magic
playing
of
at the
the
same
map,
time,
right?
and we're jumping from
We've
different
got
games,
another
yeah?
interview ready from TikTok to Twitch, and
Bro,
now here
your
in Atlanta,
Audi is
we've
trying to
got
kill you.
Titanium Rollo down on the stage with Patricia.
Thanks, guys. You've got it solid. I am here now with Titanium Rollo.
This is a
How
pro
you doing
focus
today,
match.
Rollo?
This match
I am
does seem
doing
way more
amazing. How are you
skilled.
doing?
Like,
Oh,
clearly.
wonderful, especially now that I'm with you here. I'm already like fast friends. I wanted to
Nice
ask
shirt.
you, what do you think about the neutral zone in the middle of the map?
So I think the neutral zone is actually really crucial, and I think that from the times that we've played it, we've not focused on it enough. There's so much focus on
sounds-
either attacking a base or defending a base, but actually so many people go to the neutral
Australian.
zone that if you manage to get control of it, then you can kind of completely control the flow of the map, and I think it's going to be way more crucial than we've given credit for it. And I'm also hoping, since I like Easter eggs, I'll find a couple of Easter eggs around there
Why'd you say
too.
saved? Why'd
I
you say
wish so
saved
many
like I was
Easter
going to
eggs
say
for you.
something?
Thanks for your time. I'll let you get back to playing. My pleasure.
This is my favorite game. Is it?
Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, the Easter eggs that are hidden in all of the maps, by the way, are we going to see
I mean,
them in Dual
Shopify
Front?
Rebellion has a
Do you wanna-
squad.
Do you even want to give that
We're pretty
away?
good.
Definitely.
We didn't
first
win the
jump
World Championship,
into
but
the
we're pretty
beta.
good.
Check it out.
More of a
yourself.
Siege X squad, to
Find
be
them,
honest.
because we have hidden some stuff around the map.
Right. And for a reminder for those of you, we're going to say this a lot. I apologize if I sound like a broken record. But the thing is that the more I remind you that maybe you might actually be able to get into the game yourself, we are
Thank you.
doing beta code
Me and
access
you.
for Dual Front.
I love the cut. I love the buzz.
Once we are done with the showcase,
Yes,
you will
sir.
be able to play Dual Front.
Me and you,
provided
Pengu.
link your Ubisoft Connect and Twitch accounts, and then watch either this stream or one of our partnered streams. You will get the code after about a half hour or so, and you can start playing this game mode later today. I don't want to know what he's... Oh.
Z. Yes, boy.
So as a status update in the match, right now, both teams are trying
I like
to
that
capture
attention
the
to
second
detail,
sector.
extending the bottom of the
And
Z so it
actually, I
aligns
think,
with the top.
Beta team just lost theirs, but there's an assignment that's coming into the map. That's the neutral zone. We'll have a new objective that everybody has to jump into.
And we have to grab a hostage. So while up to this point, it's been like the typical quote-unquote siege where you have to get the case down, now we're going back to the old ways of the hostage being involved.
Yeah, and not only just that, but the hostage is Dokebi, because we lost her at the end of the Assault on Hereford event.
Dang,
so
and
this is where that narrative starts coming in when we talk
She
about
fries.
seasonal update that way.
I want to say, so when you grab the hostage here, if I'm not mistaken, you have to bring it to the other side, the enemy side. So what Anne is already doing this wrong. She brought it to her.
Have you played Rainbow Six Siege before?
Get that extraction.
Several times.
But they actually need to bring
But
it
I'm
to
more of a
the
Rainbow Six
opposite
Siege
side
X guy
and
personally.
make it far
I don't know if you
more
know, it's a
challenging than
huge
just a simple,
overhaul
let's just bring
where
it
they've
back.
added a new game mode,
Exactly. It
completely
used to be
changed the
as soon
visual,
as
the audio of the
The
game.
hostage got picked up there, the icon shows up to show you where the extraction point is for you, and the helicopters are coming in the
So it's
next
me.
30 seconds. And that, oh man, like again, we're talking about audio and all everything. Hearing helicopters come in. during
What is
that
this
siege
sponsor?
match,
The goal of
oh,
this
it's
is
your
to
heart
show you
pumping.
Rainbow
I wanna
Six
say, don't
Siege
board it,
X.
though. I want to say, me and you
And they
actually
have a
went
way
through
to
this moment
showcase
together
it
when we
where
were
they've
testing
invited
this out
several
the other
dozen
day.
creators
And
out to
it is-
compete.
when you were talking about the heart
Because what
stuff
better way to
and
show a
especially,
game
like,
than play the
let's
game?
acknowledge you can play outside now. Like, that is a huge thing that needs to be.
And,
you don't have a timer letting you
and
know
then,
you're gonna be
I
shown.
believe the showcase goes till
again,
about noon.
These operators, that is
Everyone
just evolving meta right
who
there.
is
All the shields
co-streaming
you
it is
see.
going to be
Castle,
playing the
castle
game
on the door
because the
outside?
beta is
What about
available
Exactly.
immediately.
But no, like I was saying, back to
I
that,
love the
it is
animation
very
of
intense. When you have to
adding
run
the
to
lock to the
enemy
door.
side
I don't know
with this,
why.
Trying to get that extraction off
But they have
while they're
nailed
up and coming,
animations.
spawning, holding those positions from outside,
Can someone inspect the
waiting
weapon?
for an ambush that you're potentially running
Why didn't they
into.
ask you to
were
play?
actually
For
doing
some
a
reason
very
I
good
said
job
like, hey, I'll
of
play
doing that.
guys, and
You're
they're
like,
like, nah, we're
I need
really
you to
good,
get
just
in front
watch
of
it.
me. I need you to clear
And then
this.
raid
I need
somebody
you
else
to do
play it.
that, and we did.
And I was like, guys, I can play it.
Yeah, honestly, like,
And they kept
regardless of
saying
we talk
no.
about the
They're
match
like-
being, like the game of being approachable, we get real competitive.
Oh, absolutely.
You mentioned that Dokkaebi
They're
is
like,
the
just
one to grab
react.
here because
Isn't that what
of
you do? You
actual
react.
lore of the
And I was like,
game.
yeah, I react, but
There are a
I
lot of
also
people here
play.
at this event dressed up in cosplay, and lore in Rainbow
And
Six
they never
Siege.
replied, so.
Yeah, give them some applause. They work hard. The lore in Rainbow Six Siege has steadily increased to the point now where, you know, when I first started playing, and he first started playing, there was basically none. Will lore play a part
What are we doing,
in
Pisty?
Dual Front, and will the events of future seasons find their way into this game?
Of course.
So that's actually what we're trying to do with Dual Front.
Will
Bring some of the
lore play a
story
part? That's
into
fun.
the game proper, so that you get to experience the story itself.
Shouldn't
and
have
so every
peeked.
single season, we'll be weaving in the lore of Siege into the updates that you see in Dual Front.
Didn't they ask you to stream without a camera?
Successfully extract the hostage.
No,
What
dude,
benefit
they
does
didn't.
that give the team?
Oh, they're at the wrong. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
they both just
Yeah.
did the exact same thing.
Do they throw Dokkaebi into the net?
Well, they
Is
gotta
that
take
what
it
they're
to the right
supposed to
extraction
do?
point.
I'm not.
But whenever
They're
they
at
do
the
end up
wrong
getting it to the right, getting hostage to the right
extraction
extraction point, and then having her airlifted out, you actually
Siege
gain
X
2
arc?
sectors of the current objective or the next objective that you're going on.
Low
so if you
key,
have one sector
I did.
left on,
So how
say,
hard would it be to get
sector
plat
2,
in
it'll
Siege?
click forward on 2.
Okay, and so that won't. So, like for example, on
That guy looked
Bravo's
like
side,
Elon
they
the way
already
he
have two
died.
of those sectors,
He did the
or
X.
not sectors captured, but they have, you know, halfway through.
Actually, yeah, on either side of the match right now,
It
whoever
wouldn't be
secures
too
the
hard.
assignment will
It
win.
would be way harder than Valorant.
But, like,
It's
they just
doable
have
with
to
a
get them to the
solid
right
team.
extraction
It's
zone, and
not
there's
too
only
hard.
20
Very
seconds left
hard.
to get it done.
New joke, please.
And what happens if you
New
don't
obsession?
complete this task? Then it just
Oh,
They figured it
sorry,
out.
I'm too excited now.
Does the hair change ever affect the analytics?
And so
Yeah,
this is
my
actually
YouTube views are
an air
horrible.
tap. And they
There
win.
is a noticeable difference
So
in
that's the
views
thing,
on
you can
videos
either
where I'm
play for the
bald and
neutral
videos
sector,
where I
or
have
you
hair.
can keep on pushing in one of the fronts.
It's
and
over
end
for
the
me,
game as
bro.
well.
Like all things Siege, you have multiple ways. to pull
MVP,
off
take a
that
screenshot.
We've got more. We got more games going, by the way. So this one is finished, but next one up, we're going worldwide. Raza versus Pestily.
Okay.
Now,
These are my
Team
people.
Raza have some pretty formidable
I had red hair
players
and I
on.
bald.
And I wonder how they'll be able to tackle Dual Front. We saw.
Anyway, I was thinking about doing a plat
focus
timber.
in that
This
Pengu
is
versus
not a
Spoit
promise.
matchup.
Do
But
not
in the first,
write this down
and
as a
again, it's gonna
promise.
come
I
down
don't
to
think
the
I
way
will
that
do it.
teams tackle
Let me follow
these
up. I don't think I'll
objectives.
do
Do you
it.
go for
I
kills?
was thinking
Do
about
you
this. I
fight
don't
for
think I will
each of
do
the
it.
sections
This is
of
not a
the map?
promise.
Or
This is
do
not
you
count for
battle,
promise
as we
week.
just saw, in
There we
that
go,
neutral
saved.
zone nonstop. And for the Spoit and Pengu matchup,
So I've been thinking
the
about,
neutral zone was the way to go. They
like,
ended up
okay,
winning because
how many
of it.
games
But again,
could I
that's
get
the
plat
beauty
in?
of
I
this
actually don't think it'd be that
EDD
exciting to
game
watch.
Is there isn't a right or wrong way to play this.
I think
play
what
how-
might be
you see
more
fit, what
exciting
you want to do.
is,
You
like,
make those tactical adjustments of
basically
when
a
you're rotating
week
players or
where I
seizing
have a
moment,
new
seizing
account
an
on,
opportunity,
like,
and then
the
even
10 most
collapsing and falling
popular
back
games with
if
ranked,
necessary. So
and I
again,
find my
we are
rank.
going through and through to be seeing any way possible and played because there is no developed meta just yet that maybe you guys are hiding that you're going to keep for yourselves and maybe run into you guys in one of these matches and quickly realize, okay, this is what we need to do.
Whatever meta we've developed, it's going out the window as soon as players
But even
get
then,
into
that
the
might not be
beta,
that good because
players just
you
learn the
always get
game
ranked low.
faster
Yeah,
than
you're just going to
anyone
get
else
silver
on
in
the dev
everything,
team,
right?
and so that's going to evolve so quickly, we won't even recognize
I
it
guess you could
in a
have
week.
bronze.
Well, this game is finished, so
Or
let's hear
iron.
what Pengu's thoughts on Dual Front are.
Yeah, it's basically bronze timber.
I am over here with the wonderful Pengu, everybody.
Hi, Pengu.
Thanks so much for joining us today. How you feeling?
Excited. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous, and I came into it. I went 0-3,
Damn,
got
cool
no kills in the
tattoos.
beginning. I was like, oh, chalk it. But then the teamwork started happening, and next to me started making some calls, and it clicked. We got the W.
Lovely. I'm sort of curious, what do you think about mixing attackers and defenders? How's that feeling?
I love it because it creates even more flexibility than before. Obviously, Siege has been about soft destruction, hard destruction. Now you have stuff like cap traps if you're defending, mute jammers. For example, Priest and I, we start defending the bomb site. He's playing castle. I'm playing mute. We're locked
Tim,
out
what
of the
did you
map, essentially.
do?
And then if we join
Yo,
them
Tim
on the
got
attack,
banned
we
on
can play more
Twitch for a
aggressive
week.
operators like the Grim, for example.
Amazing. Have
Tim,
you
what
run
did you
any
do,
OP
you
combos?
dog?
I can't talk about that because, like, what if people they copy it and they beat us, you know? So no, can't leak strats right now.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to let you get back to it. Thank you so much.
Probably for
Thank you,
playing I
Patricia.
Can't
You
Walk
can
every
take
time I
Pengu out of
leave.
the game, and his former team did, but you can't take the player. I gotta get my digs in. I gotta.
Probably
But
for
you
playing a
can't take the
clip
player
of
out the
me
actual match.
using
He's not
a
even giving away
silly
secrets
voice, not
in
an
a
accent.
show match. Like, come
Every
on.
single stream I've ever been live ever.
Yeah, exactly. He's saving strats for the next match. Team Raza versus Team Pestily is up next. A reminder about those drops. I mentioned that we have partnered streamers. Everybody here is streaming as well. And we've got streamers at home that are also co-streaming this. Tune in and get to enjoy the action.
That's
I know
me.
that you want to hear us, but you've also got other people to tune in to.
That's me.
Now,
I'm watching from home.
That matchup between Spoit and Pengu went by pretty quickly.
Have you watched
How
Invincible
does
season
that
3?
match
I'll
up
do you
with
one
your
better. I haven't watched season
expectations
2.
of a typical game of Dual Front?
I watched
So,
season 1. I thought season 1 was
One of the interesting
amazing.
things about the neutral sector
And then I was like,
assignment
yeah, I'm actually
is it
good.
randomly triggers in the middle of a match. Between, I think
Took like
it's like
6
10
years for
minutes
season 2 to
and
come out.
15 minutes.
I heard they're not
Is that
bad.
right?
It's like first 5 in. and
Yeah.
like, so after 5, it can happen at any time.
So they
But-
already were pretty advanced in the match.
I don't know, I thought season
and then
1 rules.
It did end, so that's about the time that you can expect. 15 to 20 minutes is
What
the
show are we talking
average
about?
game
Invincible?
length, and then you can jump into the next one right away. So you
Eastside
get a lot in a
Grunts,
little
thank you to 4
package.
months.
Hold on a
Thank you,
second,
Dale
gentlemen, I'm
Foreman,
seeing
for the
something
4
here on
months.
your screen.
Appreciate it, guys.
Does your outfit show up on the loading screen before
Why is
you
this guy
get into
streaming
Dual
Siege?
Front?
Because I'm
Absolutely.
checking
You
out
gotta
Rainbow
flex
Six
whatever
Siege
you got.
X, a new, totally overhauled
it's called
version
Skinner
of
Johnson.
Rainbow Six Siege. Hey, Friendly
Raza, that's your
Fire!
own teammate.
That released today. And then you
You
can
can't see right now. He's
play the
too
open
cool.
beta in literally an
Too
hour.
cool for school.
For closed beta?
That's something that we haven't really seen a lot of, right? Like, there's always been chatter online about, oh, like the player cards before the match should show my skins.
You can
In
play
Dual
with
Front, you've now made
Jinxie
it
or
so that when you
Spoit
load into a
or
game,
Shroud or Pengu.
outfit and your gun skin.
I
are
do
shown
think a
off.
dream rotation is me,
So, I
Jinxie,
also
Spoit,
did
Shroud, and
notice
Pengu.
when
Yeah,
you
it's like a
first initially
5.
start out, you
Well, I guess
aren't
it's a
just
6
able to
now for
quickly
playing the new
run
game
in
mode.
To a different sector, you are blocked off right there. Is that essentially
LeBron
similar
James?
to a prep phase, or
That's exactly the.
Are you gonna be
intent
watching
there,
the
is that it gives
Tokyo
time for
series
those
with
in the defending league to
Shohei,
actually do their setup
or
and get ready.
Gotani,
It gives time for the intel to
Yamagoto,
be
or
gathered by the
Rokigoku?
attackers.
No. Unfortunately, I will not be watching it. I would actually love to watch that, and I would love to watch
That's interesting.
the sumo.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people that love to
The
hear you
sumo
say
tournament.
that.
There's a
They just
massive
wanna get
sumo
straight
tournament happening
into
right now in
And just like
Japan.
regular
But I don't think
Siege,
I'll be able
core
to.
Siege, if I can call it that.
It's too
Destruction
expensive.
is a huge part of this. You talked about it. You talked about it as well. But we just got to see it firsthand. A lot of these teams are kind of treating this like team deathmatch. How beautiful is that? That's the rappel, by the way, that was shown that you can now swing around corners.
Amazing.
The very first time in our very first match that we just saw that, the crowd went wild. I don't know if you heard that, but no, Destruction, it plays a huge part. I mean, a lot
You're
of these
rich.
teams, again, are treated
Yeah,
like
no,
a team
that's true. I know
deathmatch.
that. I haven't
But
forgotten
here,
about that.
you
And
can
thank you for reminding me. I am
reshape
pumped
the
about that
map
fact.
to your
But
advantage.
for the trip,
That's
where
right.
we're
And
doing a
even
challenge.
we
I'm
saw
not going to tell you what the
before,
challenge
you can
is,
reshape the
but part of the
neutral
challenge is
sector.
having a
In fact,
$100 daily
one of the
budget.
things that we've been playing with is you can
And that would
jump
go
into the
outside the
neutral
scope of our
sector
budget.
before you attack, reinforce where you need to, or open up where you need to, so that you actually lay the groundwork for the match to evolve.
So I did notice within these sectors there are still default cameras that are up.
Yeah,
And we've
$100
already
daily
talked
budget,
about
no phone. I'm
regenerative
not telling you guys the rest of the
Is that
challenge.
same thing with
You didn't tell us the
barricades?
challenge?
If a
No,
team
I
just
did
is
not.
Absolutely
I just told
not
you two
attacking,
aspects of
more
the challenge.
focused on defending, where they just immediately fell off. Will those barricades come back up, or is that through and through? Once that destructibility is there, it's permanent.
Yeah, once the destructibility is going in place in the match, it's kind of the story of that match. So we allow that to be the permanent beats that had happened throughout it. So if anything's being broken
Well,
down,
the challenge
we
isn't the
talked about
budget.
cheat
The
code
budget,
where
you
get a soft
guys are
wall,
like
maybe not reinforcing
conflating.
it right
I
away
just
is a
said
good move.
there's a
So you get
budget,
that
and you
second
guys
layer
have
of
now been like,
destruction
wow,
happening.
so
But once it
hard.
gets direct,
I didn't
then
tell you the
reinforce it, now
challenge
there's
yet.
a second barrier to stall them out.
Josh is giving that key intel for everyone listening, so you might want
Cultural
to take him
appropriation
up
of
on
poor
that.
people? I don't
There's little
think spending
tricks of the trade in this.
$1,400.
Don't barricade right away.
Maybe you're richer than I am. I don't think that's exactly broke talk.
Another interesting thing, though, when it comes to destruction,
It's a good
you'll
amount
see
of
that
money.
the barricades are color coded.
That covers food, gas, and
That's
hotel. We're
because
chilling.
The team that has their own color can tear it down.
It
And so
doesn't,
you can
however,
see a
cover the
sector
cost of sumo
evolve
tickets.
over time as the new barricades of the attacking team come up, because now they're reinforcing it,
What's
and
the
the
challenge? I'm
defenders
not
have
telling
to
you.
recapture.
I'm
We've
not
spent
telling you.
almost a decade of watching round by round things reset. It's a little bit
The beta
odd
starts today, yeah.
to see persistent destruction in this game. So, I mean, you'd see it in TDM from time to time when eventually, you know, a map would be reduced to smithereens.
But yeah, the sumo
not
tickets are
only
like
do you see it
$300
now,
minimum
But it plays a much
for
bigger
one.
impact than it does in TDM, right?
Maybe you
TDM
can
is
get
a
it for like
fun
150,
game mode.
but-
But here, there's much more strategy, as you pointed out. And the way you go about it will only deepen people's understanding of how to play this game.
You know, Raza just displayed that
The
perfectly of
challenge will be
questioning
filmed.
whether
It'll be
or
a
not
daily
that was
video
one of his
uploaded.
fellow
I'm not gonna
cap
live
hands
stream
or another
driving the
team's
motorcycle.
crap, and then scanned it to see if it was, found out it was, and then shot that. Again, that's another thing as a veteran player, when you're going to be experiencing this, you are going to have to be so aware of the utility that is placed around the map, placed around the sector, because you don't know if it's
Just
yours.
sleep on the bike
You
for
don't
2
know if
days,
it's
the
other
budget
team. You
doesn't roll
always
over.
have to be on alert. So again, it adds such
So it's like 100 a
another
day,
core
but you can't,
development
like,
and process that
you
you're gonna
know,
be going through while playing.
do
this
nothing for 3
66
days and
game
get
of
300.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just moments away from starting our last match of the day.
Thank you,
Gentlemen, it's
Abby,
been
for
great
the
having
12
you here,
months.
and I'm assuming you'll be
50
riding along for the
months
last
from
one. Is
number
there
5
anything
extra
that
sauce.
you want to talk about that we
Dang.
haven't seen yet, by any chance?
Actually,
Is it gonna be
we've seen
high
quite a
quality
bit
YouTube
here
videos?
that we haven't dug into yet?
No,
and
they're
we're
gonna
about
suck and
to,
be bad.
because there
Of
are
course, I
changes
mean,
that are
that's my
coming
goal.
that you might have seen in Dover.
Yeah, I don't-
They're coming to the entire game. So we'll be talking more about that very soon, actually.
You're just going to tease people.
Yep, that's
You're
it.
not.
Not even just teasing people, teasing
Early
us.
stream,
Teasing
no.
us. Whisper in our
Well,
ears before you head
that's
out.
just when this
Admittedly, we
Rainbow
had to
Six
tease them
showcase
earlier
was.
on with the new game mode and all that
But
special
I'm
stuff,
also
but
flying today, so this is actually
good
the only
things
time I could do it.
come
I'm
to
literally leaving
those
to Japan
who
today.
wait. Our very last matchup of the day is
D&D
upon us
gonna
for
come out
Dual
soon?
Front,
If I'm
at
being
least.
super genuine,
Team
if I had to
Skittles, who you
guess,
heard
I would
from
say
earlier, and Team Meaty Marley will do battle.
April
Fun
4th.
fact about
That'd be
both
my guess.
of these team captains.
That's a Thursday? I think
Both
that's
of
right.
them started their careers.
That's
Both
my
of them
guess.
started their careers.
Is that a
hiding
promise?
their
No, 'cause I
identity,
can't
And we
control it.
eventually got a Skittles face reveal. And now
I don't
we
even know the
what
login for
Meaty
the
Marley
Yard
looks
YouTube.
Like. The question is, game. Will their gameplay be as handsome as they are?
Oh, yeah.
I think they will, but something that really
make sure
sticks
it's
out
what
for
you
me
want.
with both these rosters, if you were to ask me, who do you think's the favorite here?
Why is it
I
taking
don't
so
have
long?
one,
Again,
for the simple
not
fact that
Ludwig questions. I don't know.
Roy and Atheno
All I do is
look
I
a
show
little
up,
deflated in their
I play
biceps.
D&D,
I don't think
I'm
they got their
electric.
pumping for the day.
My
So you're
character,
definitely gonna
Stonebeard,
rely
is
on the
phenomenal.
on the 5 players, I should
And-
say, on each
and
side
then I
to
go home.
pick up the weight
And I've done
from
that
both those two.
12 times.
I have a slight suspicion as to what the devs were talking about, by the way, because they said there's something that we're changing in regular Siege that wasn't mentioned, but it was briefly shown on the reveal video before this. And then we saw what
Is the D&D
looked like
Patreon
a
only?
pipe on
Nah, it's supposed to be
fire,
public.
Which, as far as I'm aware, Gabriel, there's no operator who puts down explosive pipes.
No, there isn't, and I was curious of that too because I
Can you
mean,
tell us anything
you know,
about Stonebeard?
As chefs, we add tons of ingredients to our meals.
fought in the war.
and for people to digest, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Is that ingredient is now being added into the gameplay that we all know and love in Siege. Again, we don't have.
Don't
operators that are
ask my
laying
chat
down
if you think I'm
these
going to get
pipes
human
that can be
trafficked in
shot.
Japan
Is he gonna shoot
ever
it?
again.
No,
Thank
he's
you.
not gonna shoot it.
And
Thanks,
as for
come on.
what that quote-unquote ingredient might be, the devs will be talking about that later on. I do
How many
like
trash
that
bags are you bringing
we
to
have
the
a big
airport?
mix of
Unironically,
players here
like 10.
in Atlanta. You've got controller players, you've got mouse and keyboard players, you've got Siege vets, you've got former
But that's only
pros,
because
you've
it's
got
raining
world
in Japan,
champions,
and I need
you've
to
got
waterproof
people who,
myself.
as far as I'm aware, might not have ever really touched Rainbow Six
Yeah,
Siege.
I mean, narcoleptic.
So they're not
he doesn't
used.
touch the-
I'm-
I mean,
I'm
look
bringing
at the gameplay
new
right there. I know we know
trash
him from
bags.
Siege, but I'm a little disappointed in his gameplay so far.
This was the man whose biceps you made fun of earlier.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna regret it because I mean,
Do you think he could take you in a fight?
yes, for sure.
How are you getting
I
the
mean,
motorcycle
look at
to
it, he's so
Japan?
locked
They
in.
actually have them
Actually,
there.
I lied. He just missed that.
Well, it was through a wall.
Oh, was it?
There are outlines on operators as well, because as you might have noticed on the top of the screen, the teams can run the same ops.
They can.
So you can have
Yeah,
two
in Japan,
vigils
actually,
on the
culturally,
board
they
at
have a
the
heavy
same time.
emphasis
We saw
on
in one of our earlier
punctuality,
matches, there were
and
two docks
to
on the
match
board,
that
and
in the modern
outlines are
era,
very
they've
important
invented
to be able
roads
to
and
distinguish,
cars.
Is it a friendly dock, or is it an enemy dock?
They
Well, I
have
mean, that's
a
something you're gonna have
word
to decipher,
called
like I was saying with the utility that's going to be on the map.
ryokosuru,
You're going to
which
have
means
to keep in mind
it's not really
a
translatable. I
mental
guess
awareness
travel?
of okay.
Oh,
we're seeing it right
what's
there.
this? No, Macy, get off
He's,
drone!
see, he's not. You know, he's not appreciating. Okay.
There it is.
Okay. So that's interesting. So you know, we talked about operators not being able to lay anything like that, but in similarity to a
Can you speak
cat
Japanese
cowboy,
for the rest of this?
similar
I
to a
could,
yo-yo
but
canister. I mean, this
Watashi
creates a
wa
completely
urasai ga
different
hoshii
new
janai
look
desu.
and what we can see in
You know what I'm saying?
X.
This has been an interesting matchup between these two teams. They're playing it very slow, which is in stark contrast to the first game that we saw that had Uzi killing everybody in the server. Now, they talked a lot
Thank
about
you
this
very
neutral
much,
sector, and it's coming
Konar,
in
for the
pretty
prom.
quickly.
No S stripes
Again,
for the
it
24
can
months, 2
spawn
years.
at different intervals. This one in just under a minute, and it'll be only 9 minutes
Insane, think the 20
into
months.
action. Will these teams pay that neutral sector and the assignment that comes with it the same respect that we saw from the
Unlucky.
exploit matchup? That is the question. Uh-oh.
Now I am curious how long. Okay, so that flame actually does. Get
That's
put
pretty
out
short
pretty
flame.
Quickly, doesn't it?
It's not a Goyo canister.
No, it's not.
Goyo canister lasts 20 seconds. That looked like a
I don't get what's new in this. This whole game mode is new. Rainbow Six Siege is normally a much smaller map,
You're gonna fight with me over a
and there's no
single second?
respawns
Completely unrelated to
per
what I was
round,
about to
and
talk
your
about.
object is
Might
to
see
plant a
later
bomb or
on.
defuse a bomb.
But I mean,
And
so
so
far,
you're
this
like
game
slowly,
mode
I think, making
is
your way,
intense.
penetrating
There
the
seems to be
building by
constant
destroying
action
some
no matter where you're looking, whether
walls and
you are
stuff.
the
This one is
defending
way
or
bigger.
you are the
You
one
respawn,
Now,
and your
speaking
goal is
of,
different.
Alpha has to defend against
It's
the
totally
diffuser that's
different.
been put down, while also dealing with the
Like, I
hostage
guess if you're
objective
coming from a,
in the
I've
middle of the
only
map.
seen
That's
Rainbow
the
Six
assignment that
Siege
has
by
spawned
watching
in.
a
So
Jinxie
you've
stream
got
like
6
one
players on your
time
team.
6 months
How
ago,
many do you
you'd be
send
like,
to
isn't this
deal
the
with
same
that
thing? They're
diffuse
destroying
kit?
walls and
And
shooting
how
guns.
many do you send to
But
deal
like
with
for
the assignment?
someone who
That's the
plays
biggest
Rainbow
thing,
Six
you know, if
Siege
I'm in this
more
situation,
than
I'm
10
sending at
hours,
least
this is like a foreign
at
game
least
almost.
3
To which one?
To the neutral sector, to go for that hostage and keeping 1 on one end and 2 on the other, so that way you are still covering all of your bases where you need to, covering those sectors, making sure not only you can defend, but you can still attack, but you can still go for that.
How'd you know? I'm a real
sector.
Rainbow
And they're
Six
trying to
Siege
go-
head. I don't know.
Okay, they did get it.
Varsity managed to pull it off.
I am curious if they know where to bring and extract the hostage here, whereas in the previous game,
Your mic's
they were
too low? I can
unfamiliar
up it a
with I
bit.
think it's going to be the exact same.
Jet lag reaction?
Yeah,
No
I
jet
mean,
lag
there-
reaction. Saw him back from
I think
Japan.
it's worth noting that everybody who is playing this game has little to no experience with it.
I would have
Pull
done
up
the same
ours real
exact
quick.
thing
I don't
if
have it on this
wasn't
computer.
playing with Josh.
Yeah, fair enough. So again, it comes down to learning on the fly and differing skill levels, differing platforms, etc. You will be able to get your hands on this beta.
Turn up
for
the
Dual Front
resolution. Wait, what do you
later
mean? It's like
today.
1080p.
Again, link your Ubisoft Connect or one of the partnered streams for about 30 minutes.
Right,
And
it
then
looks
you'll
the
be
same.
in. You'll be able to play on PC and current gen consoles. Now, it looks like Skittles might be able to pull it off.
I think he's going to.
Funny because we listened to the on-boarder, the don't board the helicopter.
But
when
now
the
you're bored.
the
Would you guys be
literal
mad if I
opposite
didn't go to
is the
Japan?
focus here.
I mean,
And instead I was
it's
going
up
to
that
Turkey
one, Rich, to
secretly.
Shut this out right here and not make sure. And Skittles.
And I wasn't
mean,
uploading daily vlogs.
Oh, that was devastating right there.
I
Now
was
he's gonna
fixing
go for it.
my
I mean,
chopped
again,
hairline.
This is a beautiful thing, once again, is where you're not just focused on the sectors. You do have to focus on another objective, which is, again, it's so unique, and it still allows you
I'd
to
be scared if I stepped in that thing, it
of
would
any scenario, at any
snap
given
me
moment,
up.
to be able to shift, to rotate, to be elusive, that you can't just focus on one thing. You have to shift your focus in other places through.
What
and
happens
through,
if you
which,
stand
again,
on it?
For new players, old players, it allows you to constantly learn and adapt, which that's what Siege has been about for years.
And what
Bro v
you
bro with
learn
Jinxie or
about this
Pengu?
game mode is going to change very quickly.
Yes.
Assignments will be
Neither.
changing.
I would lose to
Oh,
both.
Do it again,
Well-
do it again!
Actually, isn't Jinxie low-key a one-trick?
I don't
Juice,
think
thank you to
they're
Prime.
capable of hearing us.
I mean that with no
But,
disrespect.
again,
I've just
to
never seen
kinda
him play another
underscore
game.
How this game mode
and be
will
good.
be supported. A season in Rainbow Six Siege is about 3 months, give or take, because we have 4 a year, just like regular seasons. Twice a season, the operator.
The only
lineup
other game I've
will
seen him play
change, which
is
means that
Fall
for a lot
Guys,
of
and
players,
he was
as you're
not
finding
very
your
good.
footing, things will shift. And then at the start of each new season,
But you know who's really good at
the
Fall Guys?
assignment will
Queso.
change. Right now, it's rescue Dokkaebi. Pick
My
up the
girlfriend
hostage,
saw you and said,
get
"What
her to
the fuck did he do?"
helicopter, Save her, but who knows what's next?
Dude, it's
There's
going
one thing
back.
that I've noticed that isn't present.
It's
and
going
that's
back
anything
thick.
to do with secure area. If you look at the original 3 game modes of Rainbow Six Siege, you have the
Queso
regular
Bro v
bomb,
Bro.
which is the whole premise of Dual Front. You have hostage, which is the
I'd be
special
too shy.
assignment, but where is secure area? Could it be coming next, or coming at some point in future seasons?
Well, we're already getting.
What do you mean it's your
getting
last
something brand
stream?
new
I'm
with
literally
Dual Front,
leaving
and
to
it's
Japan
already
today.
being
I will not be
heap
live
loads of
again
different things
until
as well. So we could see an
March
entirely different
29th,
brand new
maybe March
mode
30th.
introduced. Well, I mean, you know what I mean entirely. With
I know
that.
what you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So,
instead
I
I'll be
mean,
uploading daily
honestly, everything's up in
vlogs.
the air of what could be brought in.
You
And
said
it
last
allows
stream
the
was your last stream?
developers
I
to
said
toy
last
with
stream was
the
my
game,
last stream because
frankly.
last stream wasn't a
The
sponsor
Siege
stream,
X
and I felt
formula
bad saying my
has
last
been
stream was a
around,
sponsor
has been
stream, but
tweaked
technically I
over
have a
time.
sponsor
You're gonna
stream.
see some more of
But I
those
didn't want
tweaks
you guys,
coming
you
up
know what I
in the
mean?
next portion of this showcase in the core gameplay update section. But you can't really reinvent Siege. But if you want to experiment, Dual Front is a great game mode where you can take those liberties and try out some new stuff.
It's
And who
weird
knows?
getting your questions
Just as right
answered. That's the
now,
point of chat.
original core Siege
Why
has
did Ubisoft
influenced
sponsor you
Dual
to
Front.
watch Siege?
Something
Because
could
they
be cooked
basically
up
were
for this
asking
game
some of the
mode
best
that is
gamers
popular enough, maybe one day
to
down the line,
take a look
we
at
see
it and show off
in the core
to their
game. Maybe
audience
not.
the new
This
Rainbow
is us
Six
idly
Siege X
speculating,
game mode.
But again,
And,
it gives the devs a
you know,
chance.
hope that some people check it out.
It gives the devs a chance
Okay,
to
Macy,
talk
this is just
about this
another day in
new
the office
game
for
mode.
And I would recommend you guys
And
check
of
out
course-
Rainbow
of course
Six
that
Siege
means-
X,
Of course.
which
We've got our
has
last
a
interview
beta
for
you
Dual
can
Front with Fast
maybe get in
Dan
today.
and Patricia.
Thank you. Hey, Fast Dan, how are you doing?
I'm doing very good. I'm so excited to be here. The game's been a lot of fun. It's been great.
Oh, amazing. Thank you for letting me take the time to pick your brain. I actually
They
wanted
probably
to ask
confused
you about
game mode with
strategy.
game
How's
mode.
the team strategy been? How's that evolving?
Well, our team's doing really good on the
Like, what
strategy
even
front.
is
I
that?
feel like, with the people that we're playing against, people said
What
we were
even
not going
is
to
that
stand a chance
sentence?
with some major winners against us or something like that. We played 2 games yesterday, 1
Yeah,
win
I
today.
know I'm the
All I
gamer
wanna
of the
say
year.
is we are 3-0 up
But
in
like,
games because
let's live
we
in
are
your
taking
universe for a moment.
Dokubi
You thought
as
the
our
people
win
who worked at
condition. If you get
Ubisoft
Dokubi and you
were like,
extract
"Oh,
her,
we have a
you
new
actually get
game mode," and then
2/3
someone in the
of
meeting was like,
sector,
"Did you say
and that's been
game
helping
mode? I
us
know someone
win
gay
3 games
Ludwig,"
in a
and
row.
that's
It's been
how that's
absolutely
what
amazing
happened.
so
That's
far.
your universe.
Oh, amazing insight. Thank you so much, Fast Dan. Really appreciate your time being here. Can't wait for more gameplay.
Watch the new virtual video. I've had many people talk about it.
Well, thank
Apparently
you
it's
so very
beast mode.
much. And again, it's great to have everybody here under one roof playing this game, and we get to get
As what?
real-time
Oh, a new
opinions
cheating scandal.
on what we're
Drama.
watching, because we only get to see their perspective, but they get to play it, they get to experience it, and almost every single match played differently.
Yeah. Well, it goes into what I was saying. This is a brand new game mode. It's unexplored. Everyone is going to be approaching it entirely different, whether it's going to be here or you guys later once this all wraps up. It is an unfamiliar area for
The new virtual video is the most
everybody.
insane
So again,
drama
there
I've
isn't
ever
gonna be a
seen in
meta
my
just yet.
life.
Who knows? There might not even be a meta in general because there is many factors to take into here that we just have
Are we
not
just
seen
glazing
throughout Siege's
over
history.
freaking
And if you're
Dream
new to
versus
this stream
Quackity
and just catching up to
2022?
speed, the game mode we just watched, the new permanent 6v6 game mode coming to
He
CJX,
wasn't even replying to his
is gonna be
freaking
playable
messages,
later
dude.
today. We'll be giving out beta keys to those who have their Ubisoft Connect and Twitch accounts linked together. So you can get the keys here. You can get it from the partnered streams as well. You just got to watch about 30 minutes. Then you'll get access to the beta code. It'll go live when the show wraps up later today.
Something is dropped.
But
Chat, if
we've
you
got
want a beta
Patricia
code, do we have
ready
drops
yet
on?
again.
Tim!
As I said, this show's going to go quick. I didn't lie. Patricia, take it away.
Thank you so much.
Drops are on, hell yeah.
Thank you, Intero and Laxing. How are you guys enjoying Dual Front? Pretty cool.
Pretty freaking cool, I would say.
You just heard them talking about some core gameplay updates.
Have fun in Japan, watch out for Michael's
in
truck.
the next segment. So all that's left is for me to set the stage. Please welcome back directors Alexander Karpazes and Christopher Budgeon.
Ooh.
With CJX, we're taking Rainbow Six Siege to new
What happened to our boy
heights.
Josh?
Launching June 10th, at the start of Year 10 Season 2, this evolution of Siege builds upon everything that makes the game so special. In the first part of our showcase,
I'm
we
literally
showed you
lost
Dual
looking
Front,
at this man's
our
teeth. They're
new
so good.
6v6 game mode. And there's a lot more to talk about. Siege X will deliver sweeping updates across all of Siege, with a strong focus on modernizing our maps, refining our gameplay, and evolving our audio, with much, much more to come. At its heart, our philosophy remains the same. Reinforce what makes Siege so unique. Its deep tactics, intense strategy, and the thrill of outsmarting your opponents.
But before we dive into what's next, we want to take a moment to recognize those who have made all of this possible. You, our players. And I bet there's some veteran players in this very room.
We appreciate you as well.
Your commitment and support
That's
over
a two-way
the years
street.
has shaped Siege into what it is today.
That's a two-way
And
street.
We have something special to show our appreciation.
Okay.
Let's take a look at our veteran rewards. This is a special way to celebrate your time with Siege. For each year you've been with us, you'll receive a unique reward to honor your dedication.
Why are some
if
just
you've
blank?
been with us since year 3, for example, you'll receive 7 rewards from year 3 to year 9. And for those who have been with us since year 1, we've prepared something truly special. A new, exclusive Black
That's sick.
Ice skin.
I'll give him that. That's sick.
This is our
Never
way
played before.
of
Here's the
saying
thing.
thank you
Make an
for
account
standing with
today.
us through
In
every
10
battle,
years, they're going to announce
every
Rainbow
season,
Six Siege
and every moment that
XX.
continues to
You
shape
get the
the future
10-year
of
gun,
Siege.
then you sell that
We also
account.
want to celebrate your
You've
legacy
made
in Siege with a special badge of honor.
75 bucks.
This
Easy.
exclusive badge marks the year you joined the fight, a testament to your dedication and journey in the game. Whether you're a recent recruit or a battle-hardened veteran, this badge is yours to wear with pride. Now,
it's time to talk about an important change that's come into the game.
Rainbow Six Siege
Recently, we
XXX.
introduced crossplay, giving you the ability to play with your friends no matter which platform they're on.
Okay.
With Siege X, we're tearing down barriers, ready to welcome more players that want to experience the best tactical FPS. We want to make it easier to invite your friends to play the game. We want to continue to grow the community. And we want to continue to build this game with veterans and new players from around the world. Starting June 10th, with the launch of Siege X, new players will be able to download the game for free and jump directly into the Siege experience.
That's tight.
Free access will help grow the Siege community, but we want to
That was
ensure
definitely the wrong
that
visual.
Siege remains fair and protected.
Production's going crazy right
particularly
now.
for Ranked and Siege Cup. So let's break it all down so you know what to expect as a new player and a veteran.
With free access, players can dive into our brand new game mode, Dual Front. Learn the mechanics through our onboarding playlists, sharpen their skills in quick match, have fun in seasonal events.
So you can do everything
and
except ranked.
We heard you. Unranked is making its long-awaited comeback.
That's kind of cool. As a free-to-play model,
Unranked offers a competitive
new
yet
game mode,
approachable
unranked.
experience for free access players. to
Basically,
test
you can
their
play as
skills
much as you
and
want,
explore the
see if
new
you like
pick
it,
and
see if
ban
you get
system,
better,
which
and
you'll
then
see
pay.
in action in our show match later on. Free access players can experience core Siege gameplay and access training modes, earn XP, and unlock rewards. As part of the new onboarding process, players can earn and customize up to 26 operators through play. Additional operators can still be unlocked using the currency they earn to continue to grow their roster. The most competitive playlists, Ranked and Siege Cup, are high stakes and reserved for those who unlock the next level of Siege competition through premium access. And as always, you'll need to be level 50 to participate. Also, I want to reassure our dedicated players. You will keep access to everything you have.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right. Don't worry, veteran players. You'll keep access to everything you've earned over the past 10 years.
Hey, we know
Your
some
access
companies
to
that
our
don't do it like
competitive
that.
playlists, such as Ranked and Siege Cup. Your
Hey, I know you're
progression,
saying
your
duh.
operators, your inventory.
But we
will
know some
all be
companies who
yours
won't do
to
that.
Keep and to continue building for the future. No payments or action required to transfer your progress. As Siege continues to grow, we're not just preserving your legacy, we're refreshing the experience.
Have they showed
for
anything about
every
the game
player.
looks like?
With Siege X,
Like
our
so
totally
much?
revamped UI will be more
I
than
know
just
you're
a
an
new
hour
coat of
late
paint.
to the show, but like literally
How you
so
navigate through
much.
game modes,
That is most of
browse
what
your
we've been
battle
watching
pass,
is the
and
gameplay.
interact with Siege is faster,
I'm actually
it's
kind of
more
excited about the
intuitive,
yapping
and more
session
immersive.
because it is
The UI
showing
overall
what's
also
going to be in
streamlines
it
your
more
experience
directly.
As you track your journey as a Siege player. So whether you're a veteran bringing in new friends or a fresh recruit, we've revamped Siege's global progression system.
Chat, they're not paying me $10 million
Clearance
to watch
levels,
this.
reward unlocks and challenges have been improved, making it easier to track your progress and navigate the early stages
20.
of the game.
No, oh, come
Our
on, be
focus
serious.
was to make getting into Siege as fun as possible, while giving you the tools you need to learn the deep and rewarding systems of the game.
We're thrilled to welcome new players into Siege with free access. And we know that a growing community comes with responsibility. With Siege X, we're making sure the game
Thank
is
you for the
most
subs, guys.
secure
Ethan,
it's
Box.
ever been. That means
Rom,
industry-leading
Ram.
player protection, fairer matchmaking, and continued efforts to encourage a positive game
Hey, Ramadan
that welcomes
Mubarak.
everyone. First, let's
To
talk
my
about
Muslim
game
brothers
security.
and sisters out there.
Last month at the Six Invitational, we introduced R6 Shield Guard, our latest anti-cheat initiative. To catch up on the current status of R6 Shield
What do
Guard,
you mean I can't
let's
say
hear from
that?
programming team lead Adrian
What do you mean I
Fress.
can't say that? I said it well. I've been working on that all day before stream, so I would do it
Cheating and
well.
toxicity has no place in Siege, and we won't rest until it's a thing of the past. At SI, we introduced our new initiative.
Wait, they're Canadian?
Rainbow Six Shield Guard. Our Six Shield Guard takes a multifaceted approach to anti-cheat. Our QB system distributes different executables to our players, preventing tampering and issuing sanction when detected. Binary is the act of
Don't act like you
encrypting
like Canada
and
now.
hardening our game code
Dude,
to make it even more
look,
difficult to tamper
it's just a
with.
situation
Our security
where
measures have rendered chip
it's like what
makers'
happens on the
capacity to come
yard.
back online
I've
much
already said
harder,
this so many
with some
times.
of them exiting the scene
I'm not
entirely.
being mean to Canada
Gameplay
until
violation
America
are
is more chill with
in-game defense
Canada.
system that allows for
I don't
detecting
like
players
Canadians,
performing
but
impossible behavior
some
within the
people in
game, like
America
sprinting
don't
while
like them
shooting.
so much more
This system
that
basically
I don't want to
renders
be
red
aligned
shading
with
a thing
them.
of the past,
So
and we
I'm
are
a
working to
Canada
keep it that
fan
way.
until further
Our
notice.
next line of defense,
When
Mousetrap,
the tariffs
detects
go
the use of
away,
mouse and keyboard in
back to being a
console tools.
hater.
Our final line of defense is data. We use AI and analytics to detect irregular and exploitive behavior in the game.
You
With
voted for this?
checks,
Yeah, 10 times,
our
but
system
still, I didn't
does
think it'd be
thrive
this
without the need of
bad.
skill
Come on.
maintenance. Cheats will
Can
be
we focus?
harder,
Let's not
more
talk about
difficult,
politics
and
here,
costlier
chat.
to
We're
make.
here to talk about
And cheat
Rainbow
makers won't
Six
be
Siege
able to
X.
anticipate security updates before they come in. Our Siege Shield Guard is a long-term investment. We're here to stay, and
This
we
guy
can't
sounds
wait to
hella
share
French.
more.
We're taking anti-toxicity in the game seriously as
Thank
well.
you.
And we've made huge strides to make sure that everyone feels comfortable playing the game. We've doubled down on our mission. There is no room for abusive language and harassment
Agreed.
in Siege.
Agreed.
Here's
Can we
Lance
check out
Lowe
Jinxie's
Satche,
chat while he's saying this real
Associate
quick, though?
Director of Player Protection and
Just out of
Game
curiosity.
Security. Everyone feels comfortable playing the game. We've doubled down on our mission. There is no room for abusive language and harassment in Siege. Here's Lance Lowe Satche, Associate Director of Player Protection and Game Security, to talk about the systems we have in
No
place.
cursing?
We know that toxicity has become more frequent in game,
Look at the
especially
chat.
with a constant
Look at
increase
the
over
chat.
the past 2 years. But the good news is, since Year 9 Season 4, the past December, we are now seeing the first decrease in toxicity. This is thanks to features such as our rework reputation system that addresses recurrent toxicity while rewarding constant positive behavior.
I can't believe
Plus,
it.
Our recently implemented automated text chat moderation. Since its release in Year 9 Season 4, the number of unacceptable messages has been divided by
You would just
2.
think they said they're
We are
removing
constantly
Saturday
working
from the
to
weekday.
improve and balance
This is like
detections. We are also
99%
dedicated to
disagreement.
protect potential targeted players with our privacy setting features. In Year 10,
So why
the
did someone say,
reputation
of course,
system
it's a
is
French
fully
guy?
activated. It means that the most toxic players, the one with the
No, we're not all French pussy liberals. Stop calling us that.
Standard and Siege Cup matches
Seriously.
as they were impacting 25% of games played. Players with a positive standing are receiving rewards and specific car backgrounds. The more constructive feedbacks we receive,
This is such
the
a
better
good
and
way
fairer
to prevent
our systems
toxicity,
are.
by the way.
To do so,
What
use
an
the in-game
intelligent way.
malfunction or contact
Because not
us
only are they
through
doing
S66,
stick, they're also
we are
doing
listening to
carrot.
your
They're
feedback.
rewarding
And
players
player
who are in
protection
good
will
standing
continue
by
to
giving
evolve
them
to make sure
extra
that the game is
in-game
safe for you.
loot.
Even more,
That's sick.
it's free access.
Competitive and fair it's ever been.
That's sick. Because like every company uses the stick. Every company bans people.
Now, let's talk about the maps and visual updates we mentioned at the 6 Invitational. We've been listening, refining, and working behind the scenes to bring you game-changing updates to core Siege gameplay.
It's a
Siege
good way to
isn't just
limit
about the
freedom
new
of speech.
experiences.
Dude, put
It's
a
about making
bullet
the
between my...
5v5
Okay.
Siege you love even better.
Sorry.
From
I
mechanics
just don't like
to
talking to
quality
you.
of life improvements and everything in between, we're ushering in a
Okay.
new era for Siege.
One of the biggest changes.
I should be
coming
able to say
Siege
it.
is
I
our
should be able to say it when I'm
modernized map
playing.
update. We know how important maps are in Siege, and we've been hard at work improving visuals, readability.
Dude, you can.
and
Just say it,
overall
get banned, and
gameplay
get a new
flow
account.
to
Why you
make
mad?
every engagement more tactical and immersive. These updates will enhance lighting and textures and be more in line with the dark, gritty tone that people picture when they think of Siege, all while maintaining the strategic depth players love. But words can only do so much. So let's take a look at how these changes come to life in action.
It's not my brother. I'd also be flattered if it was. Guy has a great beard. Ludwig's D&D character. You know what? Low-key, a pretty good Stonebeard. Although some beards that get the Yankee. Whoa, yup, that's good lighting. I like that lighting. That's me. I'm gonna drive that motorcycle. dang. Ambient lighting from the computer screens. Nice. Okay, wow. Can I say that? W-O-W, wow. Jeez. Can they relax? Nuh-uh.
That's right. At launch, SiegeX will introduce 5 fully modernized maps: Clubhouse, Chalet, Bank, Cafe, and Border. After the season of SiegeX's debut, each new season will deliver 3 more modernized maps.
Whoa. We like that.
We've done
You're just saying this because they paid you?
significant
I would say
work
this
on
if they
these
weren't paying me
environments.
100%.
We've rebuilt the lighting engine to bring
What
more
am I saying that's
realistic
so insane?
atmosphere with richer contrast and colors. All major surfaces have been redone, with materials looking more real thanks to updated, physically based rendering standards, displacement mapping, exposure compensation, and increased resolution. For PC players, that means an optional true 4K texture pack.
You're doing tricks on it?
for the
Fine, fine.
sharpest, most
Totally
detailed
unbiased
environments
opinion.
possible.
I think, in my free time,
For those watching the stream,
I would
we'll be
love to
sharing
play
all
Rainbow
of
Six
these
Siege
videos
X
today
in the
at
new game
full
modes that they have
resolution
available and
so
start
you
building
can
up
see
my
the
tenure in the
difference.
game to unlock new rewards. I'd act positively in
Building on the
games because at the end of the
technology
season,
lighting
I'd receive extra
and
loot for that.
modernized maps. We're also introducing a feature that
that
adds
freaking
a
stupid
whole
to say?
new layer to tactical awareness.
Is that freaking stupid to say?
First-person shadows.
Yes! Finally, dude!
Now you'll have to
You don't
think
understand
twice
how
about
much
your
info this can give a
If you're
player.
entering a room or passing a hallway, you'll be able
Because
to
now you have
see
to
whether
consider
your
the
shadow
lighting of
is
the room when
revealing
you're
your
in there.
location to waiting enemies.
That is
This
actually sick.
small
You guys
but
don't get it.
crucial detail
You guys
makes
don't get it
movement
because you
and
play
positioning
freaking cartoon
more important than
games.
ever. The reason we can make all these changes and still ensure
Do you know
a
how
competitive
insane
experience
shadows are?
is
You
because of a
don't.
major
You don't.
change we're doing.
You can't
to
post
making
up next to
our
a doorway and
enemy
camp if the lighting's
outlines
behind you now.
updated.
You don't understand anything,
When
bro.
we talk about stealth in Siege, we want players to focus on how much noise they make, not how visible they are. We always want enemies to be clear and identifiable. The new outline system means, even with the more immersive lighting, enemies can't hide in the shadows.
I love that.
This is a big change.
I
but
love
one
that.
that over time feels natural.
Because here's the
and
thing for me,
ensures a
I
fun
actually
and fair
have a
game.
big difficulty
As usual, we'll
seeing.
keep listening to your
I think my
feedback
eyesight's getting
and make
worse.
adjustments as needed. Another big change is the repel update in Siege.
How do I play?
bringing
If
more
you
options
watch any of the
to most
co-streamers
unique
who have drops on,
movement
you'll get
mechanics
access to
in
the closed
first-person
beta.
shooters.
Repelling
Of course,
has
you leave me
always
during
been a
spring break.
defining
I'm uploading
feature of
daily
Siege.
vlogs though. Smile
We
face.
knew it
Apollo
could be
Rook,
even
thank you to
better.
17 months.
With advanced repel, you can now sprint along the wall, and you can pull off what we saw Callie do back in the Playbook story trailer. You can now transition around corners while on repel,
Oof.
including when sprinting.
How would that
Here's
even work
those
with the repel?
improvements in game.
Do you think it'd be hard to rappel down a building? Or really easy? I love Rainbow Six. Let's play this off stream one day. Squeaks, dude, we gotta play this offline. I don't know if you're keeping up, man, but Rainbow Six Siege X. Whew. Wait, did they actually have somebody do it? Oh, that's actually kind of sick. That'd be a cool job. Yeah, I'm in Rainbow Six Siege. That's my cadence you're looking at. What's the how you walk?
Smooth cornering and sprinting makes rappelling on a wall and executing a plan
Is it
so
cadence?
much more satisfying.
It's all about giving players more
Your
control,
gait. Yeah,
making
yeah, your
movement feel
gait.
natural, intuitive, and immersive. This is
Like
why we've
being a
also
hand
taken
model,
the
but you're a
time to
gait
update
model?
our
That
basic
would be
movement
sick.
in the game to include momentum as well. No more start and stop movement, but true flow and responsiveness. Let me give you a concrete example of this in action. Picture yourself moving across the bed in the club, in the gym, the bedroom gym.
They used to have the voice actors do the mocap,
Before the
but
changes,
unions
as
made
soon
it
as
so that
ran
you
off
had to
the
get
bed,
qualified
you
some people.
immediately stop running, drop straight down, and then start running
You know what?
again once you've landed on the floor. With the momentum-based movement update,
I think
you will
it makes
continue to run
sense
off of
this
short
season
drops
with the
and carry your
repels.
momentum with you.
But I'm sure it'd be
This
fun
achieves
to
a new
do if you're a
level of
voice
flow
actor.
and immersion in the moment-to-moment action of Siege. We can't wait to see the creative plays that these changes will inspire.
Name 5 Siege characters off top. Deimos, Bandit, Thatcher, Flores,
We've
Mute,
talked visual
Rooney,
improvements
Hatfan,
and new movements. Let's
Thermite.
dive into something that's going to shake up gameplay itself. Say hello to destructible ingredients.
During an operation, every detail matters.
Name 4 Beatles. Dung,
Your intel,
Ringo,
your loadout, your position, but above
Big,
all else, your
Paul.
environment.
Who's that other guy? Yeah, Randolph Peter Best was my favorite Beatle. Randolph Peter Best. That was a real drummer.
All right, I freaking love these things. Destructible ingredients are shaking things up in Siege.
Dude, can I tell you,
opportunities for both attackers
unironically,
and
Josh's enthusiasm and
These
love
aren't
for
just
this game
environmental
comes across the
details.
screen in a
They're
magnetic
strategic
way
tools
that makes me
swing
drawn
the
to him as a
outcome of
person.
combat engagements in modernized
Is that too much to
maps
say?
and dual front. First up,
His love of
fire
developing this
extinguishers.
game and passion that he's poured into
You'll
this
see these
project
scattered
is
across the
tangible.
map, and when they're destroyed, they release a thick cloud of smoke, giving you some quick visual cover, but that's not all.
And the ball doesn't look
If an
bad.
enemy is standing too close when one bursts, they'll be concussed, setting you up for the perfect push. Next, we have gas pipes.
I feel
And
like
these
being a
can
Rainbow
really
Six Siege
disrupt
fan is
the
kind of
flow the
tough.
fight. Shoot it, and it releases a controlled flame, cutting off rotations and forcing roamers to move.
Because you can cosplay as one of
But
the
here's catch.
characters,
Once the fire reaches its peak,
but if
the
somebody
pipe
doesn't know the
explodes,
game,
covering the area in flames, and
you
creating
look
a
like you're
brutal
dressing up as
area
something
denial
totally
effect.
different.
And finally, metal detectors.
It is not
You have
always
seen these
clear.
before, but they're a little more responsive than you've come to know them. Metal detectors are now fully interactive.
It's just
You can disable
looking
them
like the wrong
temporarily
six, you know what I'm
or
saying?
permanently,
I'm
giving
seeing a
you
couple
the
people in the
control
crowd.
over when movement is detected. Do you disable them to sneak through unnoticed, or leave them on to bait enemies into giving away their position?
This is actually
You
huge
can
to the
even
meta.
destroy them outright with explosives.
Like, I can't even begin to explain to chat about that shit, Squeeze. They don't even understand the importance of like masking your location and how like different timed explosives could really throw off opponents with new util like that.
Each of these destructible ingredients adds a new layer of strategy and creates fresh opportunities for creative play. Whether you're using them to gain an advantage or counter an opponent's plan, they'll keep every round dynamic and unpredictable. We can't wait to see the tactical strategies you'll come up with. Destructible ingredients will be available in modernized maps and in the dual front game mode.
What was the worst
And we're
meta in
not
Rainbow
done
Six?
working on
Easy.
destructible
When everybody
ingredients.
used
We'll be listening
like
to all of you to
the
see how we
corridor where you
evolve
could
them
lie
in the
down in the
future.
shadows,
Speaking
so
of
that you would be
listening,
like
audio
hard to discern if you're a
in
real
Siege
person or not.
is one of the most important tools a player can use to get a competitive edge.
Just camping in darkness, so like.
That's why we're introducing the biggest audio overhaul Siege has ever seen or heard. Every
This was
gunshot,
real. I forget the map name,
footstep,
though.
And explosion will be more accurate, more immersive, and more clear than ever before. You're going to want to turn up your volume and put on your headphones for this one. Get ready to hear the difference.
Hold up.
In Rainbow Six Siege, audio has been overhauled to convey a greater sense of accuracy in order to give players more cues to reliably detect enemy actions. These audio enhancements add a layer of spatial distinctions, making it easier to tell if someone is coming from your left or your right. Sound propagation has been upgraded, with sound traveling vertically and allowing players to know if an enemy is pushing from above or below. Sound also propagates through openings created in surfaces, offering more immersion.
They must have just coded them as
Sound
actual
reverberation
waves.
is more realistic, relaying whether nearby actions are coming from a big room, a small room,
They're implementing HRTF sound or whatever CS has.
indoors or outdoors, making pinpointing enemy locations more reliable.
All I know is that Valorant has the worst audio of any video game I've ever played in my life
Adjust
ever.
response tactics, deliberately cause noise to draw rivals into an ambush, or use carpeted areas to limit the sound of infiltration, and use flashbangs to mask the sounds of powerful abilities.
Real trap
Looking
shit.
for a more immersive, refined, and satisfying tactical shooter experience.
Take me with you to Japan. I want to go. Schlatt, come. It's actually the perfect time to go, Schlatt. You can watch the sumo match in Osaka.
With this audio
If you go,
overall,
get a couple
every
tickets for
sound
me.
in Siege is more precise and
Give me a
immersive
couple
than
tickets,
ever.
low key.
You'll be able to pinpoint gunshots, footsteps, and explosions more accurately, whether they're coming from the left, the right, above, or below. Intel makes or breaks great plays in Siege. With these enhancements, audio has become an
I'm also
even
fluent
greater
now, Schlatt,
Intel
so I can
asset.
get you around
It's
anywhere.
more reliable than ever. Audio will be able to provide the intel you need to succeed, but to truly dominate, teams need to be able to share that intel, coordinate attacks, and call out enemy positions. But we know that not everyone is comfortable using voice comms.
That's why we're introducing the communication wheel, a new tool to design communication faster, clearer, and more accessible for everyone.
In the heat of battle, communication is key. That's why the communication wheel is so important. It's your new way to call the shots and keep your squad in sync. Need help with a breach or a rotate? Call out the spot for your play. Is an area clear? Let your squad know it's safe to reposition. Ready to make a push? Tell your team
shut
you're
up.
moving in and lead the attack. And
I'm
when a
gonna
teammate
spam,
makes the
I'm
right
coming
move,
on this wheel.
confirm it with an
Don't do
okay,
that.
Or send them a quick
Don't do
thank
that. It's not a
you
really
to
mature
keep the
thing to
teamwork
do.
flowing.
The goal of the wheel is to
communication
communicate
wheel gives every player
effectively
the
and
tools
efficiently.
To share their strategy,
It's
regardless of their
expanding
play
your
style,
vocab.
keeping your team one step ahead.
And it spins. Machax, thank you, the prime.
We covered a lot of subjects, but what about weapons? We know how much players love their weapon skins, and now, for the first time in Siege, you can check them out with Weapon Inspect. I know, we've been looking forward to Weapon Inspect just as much as you have. Rifles, pistols, shotguns, Siege has
Been waiting
over
on this one.
100 weapons in the game, and you can inspect every single one of them on the battlefield. Now is the time to flex your favorite skins and appreciate every single detail.
You're about to see all of these changes in action in a 5v5 show match with your favorite creators. But before we get
There's
there,
no way Northern Lion is there. There's just no way. Oh.
I wanted to take a moment to speak directly to all of our veteran players and community. I'd just like to personally thank you for making Siege what it is today. I myself am a year one player, and the last 10 years have been incredible. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the revives. Thank you for the adrenaline pumping clutches. And thank you for the EMPs and cover fire as I was trying to open the main breach as my boy Thermite.
Dude, I love this Josh guy.
10 years of this game and the moments that have come with it are truly something to celebrate. And I can assure you that we still have plenty in store throughout the year to celebrate this momentous milestone with all of you. We've been building towards this moment for 3 years,
Dude, this guy rules. I think it's just sweet to see a dev who cares that much. I feel like more and more showcases of games are just like celebrities brought on screen, told a few reading points.
We've been building towards this moment for 3 years, and it feels unreal to finally be able to share it. Siege X marks the beginning of a new era of Rainbow Six Siege. This is our commitment to keeping Siege at the top as the best team-based tactical shooter out there.
That's right. That's number one.
This is our commitment to the next 10 years of Siege.
You are the celebrity on the screen. Yeah, I'm telling you, this guy's way better than me.
This is our commitment to you, our players, for being here this whole time. Thank you.
Damn, that's a dev that cares. W Josh,
Rainbow
real shit.
Six
I'll say
Siege
it.
has changed my life, and I've had many players from around the world tell me the same thing. Siege X is the continuation of this life-changing game. And on behalf of the entire team, who are working so hard to build on the amazing legacy, we would like to thank you all.
Did I open Jinxie's chat? W passion.
The stories you share, the friends you make along the way, and the
W passion.
you
W
have
love
for
for the
the
game.
inspires
W emotion,
us
real shit.
to always make Siege better. And we have one more announcement. As you know, our esports event, Reload, will take place in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, this May. And today we can say that we are excited to announce that this will be the first Siege competition ever played on Siege X.
That's sick. That's soon, no?
Everything we just
That's not a lot of time,
presented today will be
players.
there. The modernized maps,
Start
the
prepping.
overhauled audio, the new rappel mechanics, the works. Reload will also be the place for us to share with you the full roadmap for year 10 and give you an idea of what's to come after the launch of Siege X on June 10th. Before we jump into the 5v5 show match, I'm going to pass it over to Patricia.
Man, I got 500,000 people watching this.
Wow.
When are you getting a Siege
so
team?
much,
Brother, we got a
Alex
Siege
and
team.
Josh. Incredibly exciting updates. Wow. And now, a little surprise for all of you Ash fans out there. Let's
You
take
do?
a look.
Yeah. Shopify Rebellion.
Well, an awful lot of information, and I didn't really expect it to get so emotional. But to Josh's point, it's not just the devs whose lives have been made better by this game. It's both of us as well. It's many of you. We're not just a community. In a lot of ways, it feels like a family. And for the last 10 years, so many people's lives have been made better by Siege. So from both of us, a very heartfelt thanks to the dev team, to the publishers, to the developers who've worked on this, to the people on the esports side of things, to the streamers and content creators, but most importantly,
That's me.
to you watching.
Okay.
Because we
That's also
wouldn't
me,
be
technically,
here
so.
without you, the community.
Yeah, I mean, it's a surreal moment to be in this historical moment, you know, a decade of Siege, and to think
W
that
passion.
we're now here with something brand new for each and every single person.
Stolen
whether from
Valor?
the beginning
Oh, what? I'm
and to
watching.
Now, I mean, it is truly a heartfelt moment, not only for me.
I like how
for you,
emotional
like
they're
you said,
being,
for
and then it's going to be a
everyone around
5v5
to
where
be in this
Lacey's going to
moment, partake
teabag
in this.
Jason the
And
Ween
again, thank
after
you to
team
each
killing
and
him.
every single one of you.
And why don't you give yourself here in Atlanta a round of
man.
applause, because you've been great so far today. I know that there was some onion cutting going on moments ago, but this is ultimately a celebration, and you've been spectacular so far. We are not done just yet. We do have a show match coming up.
Okay.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited. Oh, okay.
I just complimented you. How are you booing me? I'm right.
Yeah.
That's very hurtful.
It is.
Oh.
I'm weapon inspecting my cue cards. They love it. That's a cheap pop. That's a cheap pop. A lot of big updates to the core.
Who's in the 5v5? Show me.
During Dual Front, but now you'll get to see it in
Did they bring the creators out before the showcase? No, they did. Announcement, gameplay,
some of you maybe a couple months,
in-depth
some of you maybe a couple
showcase,
days, some of you maybe
or
since
in-depth
the game launched
review,
in
and then another
December
showcase.
2015. We've decided to adopt another dev, though. We had both Alex and Josh on earlier, and now we're going to bring in our good friend Chris to talk about something else that
Hey, Chris.
it's a little bit intriguing. It hasn't been in the game since the beginning, but it has become a fundamental part of Siege. And I am going to put some blame on you. You're the reason why people's favorite operators aren't available in certain games. We're going to be talking about pick and ban. While we talk about the pick and ban, let's get ready for Skittles versus Meaty Marley in our 5v5 show match.
All right.
Yeah, get loud. Come on, you can do better than that.
I feel like that was like the same energy. I'm surprised it's not as loud.
Chris, there's something very different going on the screen right now. Care to walk us through it?
Yeah, we're now seeing our newly
Why is Chris in the cuck chair?
updated
Your mind is
pick and ban
melted, bro.
system for ranked,
Your mind is
Siege
melted.
Cup, and the returning unranked. So each team will ban one operator before each round and up to 3 operators on each side. This new system is much faster to get into the action as both attack and defense ban in parallel.
Meaty Marley sounds like he owes down on child support. Not gonna lie, Lamau jokes.
Or attack. For example,
What is his sentence, man?
Basement on Chalet, you can ban ramp
If you
before
put that in a
next
bottle
round.
through in the ocean, it
You
would
can
take
also act
scientists
on
years to
information you
decipher.
gain throughout the match. So if you notice they have a good smoke, you can take him off the table and force your opponents to switch up their defense.
All right, let's take a look at Meaty
We are
Marley.
excited to see how this shakes up the meta. You can ban
I do
more
like
ops,
saying whatever
it's
you want, but
faster,
then throwing
and
Lamau
you have
jokes
more
after.
intel
Unironically, I
to
think it
inform your
rules.
decisions. We have a
Lamau
specific
jokes.
adaptation of this system for our esports competition. You'll see the esports version of this new pick and ban system in action.
It's just
for
the
first
straighter
time
guy
at the
version
Reload
of doing
event
slash
in May
C or
in
slash
Rio,
J,
Brazil.
right? Or
Thank
slash
you very
S,
much, Chris.
if you're a
Is
Redditor.
there anything you want to add just before we say goodbye? We've unadopted you now. You're free to go. While we watch the game, is there anything about the pick and ban
This
that
shit
you
looks
want
the same, brother. You don't even understand like a Van
Thank you
Gogh
so much to our players.
versus
Thank you for today. Thank you for coming. The creators, the casters,
another painter
our
who would be
dev
good
team,
as an
thank you
example
so
here.
much.
That's slightly
And
worse
we
than
thank
Van
you
Gogh.
as well. It's a joint effort. There are a lot of people who worked
I need another Red Bull.
tirelessly for countless hours to make not just Siege X happen, but this Siege X.
Do you mean
showcase
Van Gogh?
lots
It's
of
Van
people
Gogh,
behind the
man.
scenes.
I'm sorry.
You get to hear and see our faces, but we're not here without
Bob
the
Ross?
other people who are operating the cameras, the mics, production, and all of
I
that.
like
So
Bob
heartfelt
Ross.
thank you to them as well.
It's pronounced Van Gogh, chat.
There we
You're
go.
supposed to
There
clap.
we go.
You're supposed to clap too.
Caught on in the end.
Now, one of the things that was touched on by the devs was that destructible ingredients, and we saw it immediately. Meaty Marley meleeing the fire
Me when I'm wrong.
extinguisher,
I think it was
and another one just went as well. Now, you can wait and let those destructible ingredients go off in the cut and thrust of a match. Or if you think that they might hinder you, you can get rid of them real early on. There's variations to it.
Again, it adds that core element of Siege that we all know and love, that you can outsmart an opponent. You can just get rid of it entirely. I love that you are able to, whether you want to deal with it or you can get rid of it right away. It gives that option, which I always can appreciate, that it's not necessarily forced. But again, the fact that this is now another element in these maps, such as Clubhouse,
It's
does
pronounced
change the dynamic of
Ludwig.
how this map can be played.
Vig.
For me, instantly, when I think about rotating,
I actually looked up
hit
my name. I
that
made a whole
active
short about it.
ingredient to make those pipelines go off, to cut off that rotate, whether that's an attacker, whether that's
I already
an
talked about it, I think,
defender
on
doing
last
that,
stream.
It just creates another
I always thought
element.
Ludwig meant famous warrior.
Now, the
Apparently,
teams
it
on
also
your
means
screen,
loud.
As you can see, on the bottom portion, Skittles, Eldon, Macy
That's
J,
tough.
Varsity Gaming, and Yo Boy Roy on one side. And speak of Roy, you said his biceps looked a little bit smaller, but the man is carrying his team at the moment.
You know, I think he got his workout in. I think the blood's flowing.
Yeah,
in the
Roy's got
biceps,
small
but still
biceps.
now, I mean,
Lamau
he
just
got
jokes.
Okay, he just hit a frost mat, so honestly, leg day isn't looking too great. Can't lift that up unless you don't have a strong core, so he might have to take that back for the next round. But I mean,
Yup.
it was like 1v1.
And Varsity clutches it out.
He took him to the academy.
They did. First round on the new look of Clubhouse. By the way, Clubhouse is one of the 5 maps that have received a visual update / visual overhaul.
Do you know the meaning of
and as Chris
Biffler?
mentioned, we don't just have the pick and ban at the
I'm pretty
start
sure he's
of
the guy in
match
American
anymore.
Pie who's kind of a
You ban
jackass.
operators between rounds. So in round number 1, the attackers didn't
Or
want
he
to
was
deal
like-
with the Valkyrie, so they got rid of it. The defenders didn't want to deal with Amonte, and now
The
they don't want to
quarterback
deal
in
with
Blue
the
Mountain
Blackbeard.
State.
Hey, let me say this. This isn't an esport event, but even the casual community says, we don't want to play with shields. Let's get rid of them. So a Blackbeard ban and a Bandit ban, and the one thing that you can lean upon
When he leaving to Japan?
your
Literally
experience
today,
playing
and I'm gone.
is a Bandit ban by the attackers comes in because you are expecting your defending opponents to go to a certain bomb site. Now, it looks like Team
Imagine
Meaty
being
Marley will go down to
hyper-acoustic and
basement,
playing
where
Rainbow Six, you'd be
Bandit isn't
goated.
necessarily as critical. Kaid tends to be a stronger operator here, but no Bandit means that church wall downstairs, it's going to stay intact and will require some other type of denial, which, by the way, Meaty Marley his team is not.
I'm not sure why
bringing it.
Slime's never played
Yeah,
it.
and again, it creates a completely
What is
different.
this? For those who are new to Rainbow Six Siege, don't do that. What is that?
Hey, it's okay to do that. This could be used in a way that we've never seen before.
Do you think that we're about to witness a new competitive esport meta?
Absolutely.
With a triple
1v1?
unreinforced panel and a lone mirror window?
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen, you know, what happens.
I'm actually, so if you guys don't know,
It's
everyone
endless
after the showcase is
opportunities,
going to be
abilities.
playing
I just
Rainbow
saw 3
Six
cap cams
Siege
in front of
X
that door.
because it's
I don't
available to
typically
play.
see
There's a
that.
closed
So
beta
the fact
too
that
if you
we're
have
seeing a mirror
drops
on an
or you got the
unreinforced
drop.
church wall, it makes
So
sense.
all the streamers, like
No
literally
response to it, but
500,000 people watching,
can't
and
get it
like,
done. But back to your point
like,
of just, you know,
look how many different people are streaming this.
getting rid of certain operators.
Like, look at this
throughout
list
each
of
round
names,
instead
bro.
of it being at the very forefront of
Jinxie,
it. Again, creates such a
Lyric,
different
Ron,
level
Shroud,
in how you
Urage,
want to
Lacey,
approach season.
Jason,
That's always been the beautiful thing about
Ludwig,
season. You can't
E-Rob,
get too comfortable.
Joe
The meta is
Bartolozzi.
constantly shifting.
So everyone's gonna be
And I think
playing,
we can all-
except for me.
I think we can all agree
Except
that you
for
need
me.
to be on your toes when you're
Hassan
playing
will
Siege.
not be playing. He will be actively participating by watching his
I will
teammates
say, with all
through
the changes
spectator
we've seen,
cam.
the audience did seem the loudest at the weapon inspect. It has been
Rightfully so, but I
Very,
gotta also
very
say
well received.
the visual enhancements as well. Clubhouse looks absolutely beautiful.
that drywall looks like it was put up yesterday.
I think you could smell it if you were in the lobby.
I can. Smells like a new build. Which, by the way, seems like CJX is. Now, we both come from esports.
Why aren't you
so
playing? I
we're gonna
offered.
take
They
some
told me they
time
didn't want me
actually
to.
Pass this like a real esport match. We'll also take some time to be a bit more casual in the way we go about this. And all of these players currently competing know Clubhouse. It's one of the oldest maps. It came with the game in launch. It was the
You look
first
like a
map
white
to
version
receive
of
an update,
Gadget.
tweaking it to make it more competitive for where Siege was at. As the game evolved and we got more operators, maps became harder to defend, harder to attack, and they needed some refreshments. Clubhouse was the first map to get it. There have
You think
been
I look like
a couple
this?
since. Oregon, Cafe, Chalet, etc. Varsity Gaming's out here. Oh! Farming clips, but
Somebody
it's
talking about Varsity just got put down.
Macy and Narco as the last two left. Diffuser running away, and a counter disable as
Low-key,
Macy sweeps in.
Gadget kind of looks like a white version of me.
And he blows the doors off of the
I
defense.
don't know if you've heard this before, but
Macy as well, one of the OGs
I'm actually,
making content since the game basically first launched. There's a lot of Siege veterans and Siege royalty, if you could say that, in this lobby.
Without a doubt, and of course Macy's gonna know how to play those post plants. I mean, you see his videos that he uploads.
okay, I didn't finish your
Macy does
sentence
a
and multiple
very
people
good
said it in
job
chat,
at
so I have to
capturing how
ask,
Siege
like,
played at a tactical
maybe if
mindset.
everyone
He has
sees
a
me as this, I
very,
am this. Is that
very
crazy to
good
say?
Understanding of the ability to outplay an opponent, and again, for that post plant, easy, he gets it done. But again, seeing these bans come out, Now, the Dokkaebi makes sense. Vigil on a Clubhouse, little skeptical of that ban coming through. I think there are
Thank you,
some
Jordan, for the
operators
prime.
on that list that you could get rid of that would help you on those defensive halves. But, oh wait, no, I
Ganji
believe that's the
also
attack
is
half.
Delulu
That's
and has
my
memory
correction. I don't
loss.
think for the
Okay, why
attack
are you saying
really need to
also?
get
That's
rid
not the
of a
right word
Vigil
there.
on here. But again, the fact that you are now able to just get rid of these many operators throughout the game, it's a completely different.
Thanks for the primes, guys.
We are running out of time for you to get access to the dual front beta. So if you are just tuning in, hurry. Link your Ubisoft account with Twitch and then watch either this stream or one of our partnered streamers.
Hi, that's me.
And you'll gain access to the beta code after about a half
Tell
hour
Kai to go
or
live,
so.
Prairie.
Hope that
Yeah,
Team
man.
Meaty
No, he's a
Marley
W
are able
streamer,
to
I
bring
get that.
this one back.
I wish he was live right
because
now, too.
typically Clubhouse is a defender-sided map.
That's like
The
dude, I
fact
was
that
on
Team
Twitter.
Skittles
I'm really on
already
Twitter.
off
I
to
have
the
it on my
races with 2
computer. I
rounds
go
is a
on
bit
Twitter.
abnormal
I see a
for
post of
what
like
we see
20,000
out of Clubhouse,
likes.
but hey,
And
it
it's
is a
just
show match.
a
This is not
screenshot that
the
says
epitome of competitive,
too
and most importantly,
cringe for
it's
Northern
not
Lion,
an
too
esports
based for
I
Ludwig,
think it's just, you know,
just
when you look
right
at Roy
for
and you look at
Germa.
Marcy, he's kind of just taking him to school, and Roy's taking him to the gym. You know, they're both educating.
And at
Team
first I was
Meaty
mad. I
Marley
was like, what do you mean too
on
based
some
for Ludwig? Like, what does that even imply?
It's a cheeky little
And then
angle
they
that we
replied,
just
Lamau
saw
just jokes. I
from
couldn't be
Rolo
mad about it anymore.
in a
but-
spot that was
Seriously, what does that
popularized in esports
mean?
called the Adam
What does that mean,
spot.
too
There was a
based
player
for-
named Adam who at one point in time hid there as a vigil, went undetected, and then got an ace as he came back. What on earth? Atheno capitalizing off of that. Rasco trading
I'll
back
say
as Varsity gets
that
one
didn't even
for
work
Team
a
Skittles.
little bit.
I feel like I
That did not work.
cursed this team, Gabe, as it's only Yo Boy Roy and Eldid as the last remaining. They'll plunge through the smoke of that fire
Maybe it did though.
extinguisher in the hallway.
If they win this,
Marley
it's
lets
crazy,
the
no?
sledge of Yo Boy Roy
They're so
swing
low.
by. We're not even a minute in, but
Okay, there we go.
Rolo blows things up with
There
a
we go.
nitro cell, and Team Meaty Marley is on the board.
There we
You
go.
aren't
Get
part
the
of the Northern
2-piece
Lion
with
Vinny
the
Germa
C4
triumvirate.
from Rolo.
I didn't
Again,
say
that's gonna
I'm
be a
just
TikTok clip
reading
that I'm
you
sure
or
she's going to upload.
recalling you a
for sure.
tweet that it
They're all-
exists in
hey,
the world.
They're all farming clips. They're all farming clips.
Okay.
Side swap has now come in, so as was discussed by Chris, but Gabe, you can touch upon, when you're on attack, you ban a defender.
Correct.
When you are a defender, you ban an attacker. So gone are whether you want to remove one or the other. Now it's just locked in, you tackle it head on.
What did he get
Team
paid?
Skittles,
He has less than
whatever bomb site they
5,000
go to,
viewers
which looks like it'll be one of
and
the upstairs
losing.
bomb sites, CCTV and cash. They don't want to deal
Okay,
with
first off, the
Thermite.
viewership's
Thermite
gone
is
up.
so
Okay, so let's
strong
get that
on
out of the
this
way.
bomb
Second
site.
off, I'm also
Not
live
just
on
to open up
YouTube,
that CCTV
and if you
wall,
combine the
but
numbers, it's a little bit
additionally,
higher.
to open up the other
All right.
portion of the upstairs, which
Third
would
of
be the
all,
jacuzzi
things have been
wall
tough since
or
I've
the
been bald. You don't have to
construction
freaking bring it up,
It's
dude.
going to hinder
Freaking.
the attacker.
Which we're not
I'm
only
already living the
seeing
life.
a
You don't
bandit
have
rot
to
successfully,
paint
but we
out
are
what it
also
is. I
seeing
know.
that just for that little
Okay?
extra bit of reinforcement.
And fourth
to
of
make
all,
sure
you
that
don't
any
get
bit of
paid
an
based off the
IRL
viewership you
going
have. You
going
get paid
on
based off the
important
viewership you
high.
have.
But that goes into, once
know?
again, the picks
Generally.
in bands. That the fact that it falls off
So,
on half. That
that's
you
all
are
to
now
say. Next
seeing
time
what
Rainbow
the
Six
other
comes
team
around,
had
they're
to
about to
go
offer
against.
pennies.
What that defending side wasn't successful.
But today-
you can essentially get rid of once you get to that level. And
We
know
love
exactly
Rainbow
kind
Six
of
Siege
what and
X.
how you
We're
want
excited to play the
your
beta
defense
chat. Hopefully you
or
guys
how you
put
want to
in
play
the
your tactics, just based
the
off
connection
that
to your
first half.
Ubisoft account so you get access to play dual front.
Looking like it's going to be a pretty default setup from the side of Team Skills. Nothing too crazy here. I am expecting Varsity.
What time are you
to
leaving
bandit
stream?
trick this one
My
with
flight
some
is like
success. We're
literally
going
so
to
soon. I can't tell you exactly when, but it's soon.
And then
Literally the
question
moment the
is,
showcase
how
ends, I
is
have to
Team
leave so
Marley going to
expeditiously.
play
Otherwise, I
into
might miss
this
my flight.
attack?
For those that are unfamiliar with Siege, and I mean, I suspect there's a few people watching who haven't had full hands-on experience with the game.
Damn, they're calling
When
out
you
Hassan so
reinforce a
personally.
wall, it means that you need a specific gadget to cut through that steel reinforcement.
So, like, when
Thermite
there's
is
a
one of those
wall, you have to
operators.
break the
He was
wall,
one that was
and when the
banned
wall's
by
moving
Team
force, you have to break it
Skittles.
harder.
You see that
Hassan's not gonna pick it up unless you talk to him like that.
We'll have access to
I'm
it.
just telling you
Athena
right now.
also has access to one of those
Did you
gadgets.
pack? I actually
When a
packed
bandit
quite
puts down
thoroughly.
those batteries, it electrifies the wall.
When
which
everything
prevents
in my
that hard
life
breach gadget gadget
for
from
2
going
weeks
off.
is
Varsity
attached
just
to a
put
single
down a new
motorcycle, you
battery,
kind of have to make
destroying
sure
one
you
of
have
the
more than just a
gadgets,
trash bag.
But he wasn't able to get both walls in time. So there is now an opening.
When's the
through
yard
that
episode going up?
reinforced wall
It's, I
that
think, a
the
little late
attackers can
because
use to
daylight
their
savings
advantage,
and
but
there had to be
rules
a
work
last second
both
edit.
ways.
But it should be up
Defenders can
soon.
use it too.
And the question is, I mean, we have a lot of intel. We've always stressed throughout Siege, intel, and we have that. Not only
If the
with
Detroit
Valkyrie,
Pistons make
but
it to
then
the conference
with the
finals,
Echo.
I'm going to
So
go
it's a
bald.
question
Isn't
of
there like
they
a
have
good chance they
nothing
do
to
that?
find these cameras. They
They're
have
quite
to be
decent,
vigilant
no?
of where they're planting, where they're going to be trying to entry from, and seeing if
You
they
should
can
rate
find this
Jinxie.
intel
He has
where I am going to
100K
be
and your
expecting
4 would
Team
go
Skittles to be
crazy.
utilizing that to the best of their ability.
do
And
that.
We could see an engagement here happening in construction where we do see Varsity go down.
Because here's the thing,
He's now
this is like the
getting
Super Bowl
taken
for
to the gym
Jinxie,
from
but
Atheno,
if
and
we were
it's not
watching a
looking too
showcase
good
for the new
Skittles.
Jump King,
I mean, when you're playing on Bandit,
buddy,
your
Jinxie
primary
wouldn't hold a
job is
candle.
to keep those walls
Okay?
electrified. And Varsity did that for the most part. To
now, having said that,
early, we were
my
about halfway
4
through the round.
are probably
Not
more
terrible.
invigorated
I mean, you
pound for
never
pound
want
than
to be the
Jinxie's
team
100.
to
Because we're all
give
pumped.
up
Right,
the
Chad?
first
Press 1 in
kill.
chat if you're not
Skittles does trade
freaking
it back a
pumped.
little bit
Or, sorry, press 1 in chat if
and
you're
then
pumped
Roy will give the advantage
to give a shot
Skittles.
to
They
Rainbow Six
sacrificed
Siege X.
Varsity, and I guess the rest of the team was like,
I don't
now
have
we
chat
can
on
play a
screen.
little bit
YouTube
better.
frogs right now. It's a wall of ones.
And they very quickly
YouTube frogs, I
turned
know
this
you
around.
can't see
Skittles
chat because you're on
is
YouTube.
the
First off,
board for
appreciate
this
you watching.
round
Hope you're all having a great day.
as
Second off,
well.
wall of ones.
Every single
It's
player
only
in the
ones.
lobby with
There
a
was one
kill.
free
The
as a joke.
team's evenly balanced to this point. And boy, oh boy, what a heady task for Rasco and Atheno. On the right side of your screen,
It
you
feels
see
like if
our
Team
free
Skittles
cam
wants to win,
showing
they'll
off
just win.
part of the objective, but Team Skittles is just
Tenty,
indomitable.
thank you for
Macy
Prime.
J closing out the round again. Team Skittles had surrendered the previous round to Team Meaty
Are you taking
Marley,
Kus to
but
Japan? No.
Team Skittles.
No,
Going back
she's not
to a
exactly a
two-round
motorcycle
Again,
cat.
it's that information game. They were playing beautifully with that. Going
Who
for
said
spawn
I'm
peaks,
pumping while
running
you
out,
speak, skull emoji?
capitalizing
You
on
did.
those moments as we just saw in that last.
Nobody
Skittles
else in
jumped
chat
up
said
to
it.
grab that
You
kill
said
on
it.
Atheno. So
And then
again,
you
this
just
is gonna
said,
be
bro,
important
who
when you're going
said?
into this
But
band
you're
phase.
the one who said
What
it.
is your opponent using that is catching you off guard? Get rid of that information. We aren't going to get rid of that information. So that's a little unfortunate. But
Someone
to say the
did.
least
You
for
said
Roy,
it.
I think he's going to be a little upset.
Are you gonna go on
Actually, no,
Lemonade
he
Stand?
banned that. So
I
Roy's
have been
actually
collecting
banning his
podcasts
favorite character
like,
of Castle. That's kind of
you know,
a questionable
Thanos
choice on my end
Stones.
because as we know,
I think I'm the
he
most
loves
viewed
Castle. Everyone knows
Sweet
he
and Sour
loves Castle.
podcast.
He makes strats with Castle.
I'm the
and now
most
he's eliminating.
viewed
So then it makes me question. Then are they
Fear
getting
and
rid of the
episode.
Castle because they know exactly?
And I think the
that they're gonna
Yard
try
one
to
is the
copy
most
Roy's
viewed
strats
line about it.
that we've seen.
And
through
I'm the most
through
viewed the
on
Yard.
all social medias.
So I'll have to come correct.
We are very quickly
If
on
I do,
match point. With the
Lemonade
show
stand.
match, we are playing by the ranked
But I don't even know if they're a
rules.
guest
so
show.
If you are new to Rainbow Six Siege,
Because
or
their
I guess
guest episodes would be
Siege
weird for that
X,
show, low-key.
as we call it
Unless you
now,
bring like a nerd on.
This is where the end comes for Team Meaty Marley.
Like
unless
all I would
they're
talk about
capable
for an hour
of
is
winning
Trump
on
coin.
attack.
When is that going back up?
Clubhouse is a very defender-sided map. If you play this
You're not
map,
even the most viewed on your
the
own channel.
defenders should win the lion's share of rounds. Team Meaty Marley dropped the ball when they were playing as defenders. Team Skittles did not do that on their maiden voyage of defense.
It's a business one. You've been on
Will
business ones?
they
Yeah, but the business
prolong
ones I've
this
been on are like
series, or will that
YouTube
be it
business.
for our
This
show
one's
match?
like,
I thought the teams
what's
were
the
a little bit
global
more balanced.
politics
I'm a
of
little
Germany
disappointed
now that the
Team Meaty
election
Marley
has decided that
have
the new
fallen by the
party
wayside.
who
Marley
has
in particular,
plurality
it's his
power behind the
namesake.
majority
One of
power
his kills
is
only
a
coming in the
right
first
leaning.
round.
I was just going to say, it looks like Team
It's not the
Skittles
same.
is actually playing into their setup. Where on the other end, on Meaty Marley's, we were kind of seeing, you know, a little unorthodox setup. It's not to say that unorthodox gameplay doesn't work in a game like Siege, but from what we're seeing,
I'm just gonna
at
bring
the
up my
basic
Planet
level,
Money episode
Team
I listened
Skittles
to
is definitely
about
trying to set up properly and close
the
it out
price of
here.
oil
And a
barrels.
he does catch the mirror, your boy Roy.
Finally.
He did try to do what Meaty Marley, I believe, was successful in, but couldn't get it done. To continue on, Marley is going to clear with this Nomad. No one's droning for him. This is where you need to be droning. This is key. Quick engagement. Buck ends up capitalizing on it. Now they're in a 5v3. This is actually looking very good. So as you know, I was commending on Team Skittles. There we go. We see that ingredient being displayed right there to block off any rotation.
Is this actually the last stream? Full sincerity, no irony. This is going to be my last stream until March 29th. Yeah.
They just have to play this
I
man
am
advantage.
flying to
And these players
Japan,
in the lobby likely
and I
have
will not be
hundreds to even
live
thousands
for the
of
entire
hours
duration of my Japan
playing
trip.
on Clubhouse.
Now, having said
None
that,
of those
I'll be
hours
releasing a
played with
trailer likely
indestructible
next
ingredients. So
Tuesday,
I appreciate the fact that they're trying to use them because
explaining
it wouldn't be
what
second
the
nature to me.
challenge
I
is
wouldn't
for
think,
me and Michael's
I
Japan
need to
trip,
shoot
and
one of
then
these fire
me and
extinguishers.
Michael
I
will
need
be.
to
I'll be
pop
uploading
one of
daily
the pipes.
vlogs with
I would be
Michael
thinking
on my
bog
channel,
standard execute.
starting
Let's do what
hopefully
needs to be
Wednesday.
done, but they're showing off some
And
of
then
the
I'll also be uploading daily
to Core
shorts
Siege, and
on
Rasco flattens Macy J.
IG
As it's a
and
big
TikTok.
round for Marley, and this game is not over
And
yet.
then if you don't follow me on IG, I'll be
Marley's
posting
team
just
heard
pics
what
and
you're
shit
saying.
on
You're a
there.
little disappointed in their gameplay, and then they go into
Be
probably
careful
one
of the
the
trucks.
hardest sites
Well,
to try
luckily,
to
I will
take
always be
as
able
an
to see
attacker,
Michael because
and
he'll be
you do
driving
it
a motorcycle in front of me.
flawlessly.
So
again, it's going to be a question.
as long as I see him, I'm not worried about a truck hitting me.
Ban here to try to get you to push it to an overtime. Let's see what we are going to see out of Meaty Marley.
Copying
as
Ryan
team skills
Drahan,
to
I am
either
not traveling
help
across
secure
Japan
the
with a single
game
penny.
or
What?
push it even further. So now we're seeing the Bandit. I would have rather seen the Bandit come out sooner when you are on that attack, but we are seeing the ace, so they are getting rid of two
Leaked?
hard
I said
breaches,
I am
and that
not.
ability of Thatcher being able to help.
What about
assist
Lily?
with
Lily
those.
sent me a
I mean, I
Discord
think the
message
thing with the
actually
Bandit
yesterday.
ban is that when you
Let me
go
read it
into
out.
that second half, you don't know what bomb site it's going to be played on, right? And Bandit really isn't the strongest.
She said, I had a
denial
dream you
operator
invited us to a
on
big
that
fancy
bottom floor
birthday
bomb
party,
site.
and I
You
sat
like to
across
see
you and I said,
mute.
wow,
You like
2
to see
fucking
Kaid.
weeks, huh?
Sometimes teams won't
And you looked
even run any
embarrassed. Then Michael
denial.
came up with a
So
plate
if
of
you
food, and you
ban
lit
a
up, and you both started talking.
on
Then
that
someone's
church
grandmother
bomb site
came to
down
serve
below-
cake, and then I
on that
woke up.
church bomb site
Anyways,
down below,
2 weeks!
it's a bit
That's
of a
how long the trip, and
suboptimal
Michael's going to be
ban.
with me in
Now
honor.
that that bomb site has been
I hope
locked
you guys
down,
have
we're not
all
gonna go to
caps
it again
so much
you know,
fun.
you know they're going to rotate through. You know they're going to go to one of the upstairs bomb sites. Now you can
So,
leverage that knowledge.
I guess there's a
into
chance
better
she shows
ban,
up to
and that's
Japan in a
exactly
truck.
what we saw. Bandit is far better
Now,
upstairs.
I think Team Skittles learned their lesson. They aren't going to play as aggressive. They have a lot of stall. They have Macy on
Any plans for your
routes
comeback
to be able
stream?
to
Yeah, I'm
use
probably
those
going to come back and be like,
canisters
what up?
and to be able to slow down those hard breaches. Oh,
Any
you don't
primers?
take damage in prep phase. That's actually good to know. That's it. Okay. Yeah, you don't take any damage in the prep phase. That is
And
actually,
then hopefully like a
I
bunch of
think,
people are there and it's lit.
Hardly beneficial that you don't take that damage if a teammate accidentally shoots it, punches it, whatever that is. I do enjoy seeing that.
I think it's pretty understandable that in the onset,
Are you going to miss St. Patrick's
teams
Day? I
will
think they still have
destroy
it.
those destructible ingredients early until
Does it
they
actually
figure
take 2
out
whole
how
weeks to
use
travel
them
across Japan
to
with
their
a bike?
advantage, right?
The way
You
we're
don't
doing
wanna
it,
be in a
yeah.
position where suddenly a rotate is cut off for you as a defender, or suddenly there's a burst of
Might
smoke
take more.
that you're not accounting for. Take care of them in the prep phase. Beautiful shot by Nugget to get rid of Macy J. Team Meaty Marley on attack, doing quite well. I guess it's just an attacker-sided clubhouse.
Now, I am curious in terms of now. Obviously, we have
Can you
many
give
things
some
that can
commentary on the
deny
match? Yeah, sure.
Many things across the board.
So right now we have
obviously,
somebody
with those pipes, when
who
they are destroyed,
is
it does emit that fire. I am curious with a Zoto canister if
zooming
that
in
does
with a
freeze up the
gun.
fire,
Looks like an
delays it,
ACOG.
and then it will explode almost immediately.
And they're thinking about
after.
breaching this wall
I
here.
would love to see that if we are able to, but not sure if we will. But we
Looks
will
like
test
that'll
it.
probably
These are
freaking
questions
breach.
that will be answered when we get greater
If I had to give you my
opportunities to
analysis, it
play
seems like
the
Team
core
Skittles has the
siege.
ability to steamroll
A
Team
reminder
Meaty
to
Marley,
everybody
and the
about
rounds they've
getting access
lost
to
is
that
when they've
beta
gotten a
code.
little
It is for
overzealous.
dual front,
So really,
not
it's
for
a
the
battle
core
of the
siege
tortoise
game you're
versus the
seeing
hare.
now.
Will
If you
Team
wanna play
Skittles
what
be
you're
patient
watching,
enough
you gotta play
to sweat and win
regular
this,
Six
or will
Siege
they
at the
push
moment.
too hard,
But
be
the
too
beta code
swag,
that will give you access to CJX
have their shit be
is
too
for
cold and
dual
lose?
front. Your favorite creators will continue to stream for about an hour once we're done the official broadcast, which is in a couple minutes, frankly. Once this show match is done and we talk to the winning team, we'll be saying goodbye, and then your favorite creators will continue to stream. And if you watch them and one of the partner
Can you explain that in
streamers,
Japanese?
you can still gain
yeah.
access to the beta code. All you gotta
you
do
would
is
say
link your
Rainbow
Ubisoft
Six
connected
Siege
Twitch
X,
account, and you'll
wakarimasen.
gain access to the beta code for dual front. That's available on PC and current gen consoles.
Well, Parker, I am as excited as everyone else is to get my hands on
Chat,
it.
can
but
you
I'm
guys
even
stop
more excited
coming in
to see
here
this
saying, why did you get
engagement of the
sponsored? Okay,
Kaid
it's hurtful.
taking that engagement onto Hot Tub.
All right, I
and
think
then
this is it. I think
immediately
Team Skittles is
collapse
about to
of them
win.
Trying to take site. Marley does a great job taking over construction, but Varsity once again taking Eno to school. It is on Marley for his team to keep them alive.
If Marley fails here, that's the ball game.
G.
And it's a strike down the middle from
G.
Varsity
Called it.
Gaming. Team Skittles will win the very
Call
first
you a tortoise the way you don't fuck with
Siege
hair.
X Showdown. Look at how happy he is.
Let's go,
You can
Team
just
Skittles.
tell how much it meant to
GG.
him.
I mean, look at all of them. They're stretching. It's just another day in the office. Look look at Macy. He's like, oh, look, this was easy.
I mean, show matches are for fun. We are here
It's true
to
of them.
showcase the new goods.
It's
but
true,
these
show
are
matches.
ultimately for fun. Teams are going to play operators that you might not see all that frequently. They're going to play operators that might not be in the meta. They're going to play bomb sites that you might not see very frequently. But we got to see in that particular
Well,
map.
Chad, thank you very much to Ubisoft.
The visual overhaul for Clubhouse.
Check out Rainbow Six Siege X, which if you got drops or if you still haven't got drops, you can check out one of the people who are going to be playing the beta, which is available to play right now if you get access to the closed beta. You can play Dual Front, the new game mode.
Audio overhaul, whether it's the picks
Huge
and
audio
bans
overhaul,
across
huge
the
visual
board,
overhaul.
We are entering a new era where metas
I'm
are
hearing we're
going
entering a
to
new
shape and
era.
define all over once again for this.
Uh-oh.
Well, you heard
Interview.
from him earlier today, and he's the winner. So why not hear from Skittles again? We've got Patricia down on the stage. She's having a preliminary chat with him.
Hi there. I am here with with Skittles and Team Skibbles. Please give it
I'm a
up
nice
one
guy.
more time.
You got a hell of a
How are you
fit.
feeling with this win?
Easy.
Dang. Disrespectful.
I mean, you know your way around Siege so well. 10 years, right? Yeah. Do you have any advice for people who are yet to get their hands on Siege X?
Yeah, for people in my chat.
Take everything in. It's a completely different game. There's so much to learn. As you guys all saw, there's like a whole new band system, new lighting, new sound, gun inspection. There's so much to learn now. Just take it all in.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, Skittles. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch you play. Thank you. All right, guys. So I'm about to take off, about to conclude, but before I pass you down to Intero and Laxine, I just have a quick word of gratitude. I have been a part of this game for 10 years now. I can't believe it. Yeah, woo, Siege. And in that time, I have met so many incredible casters and fan artists and creators and devs and cosplayers, and it really is my honor to be a part of what is very much a global community that is Siege, right? And so I just wanted to say I'm so thrilled for you all, so thrilled to see what's coming next and how it continues to bring you all together. Thank you again, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. You good?
Nice shark. The set is dope.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Gratitude has been a constant theme here in Siege X, and I gotta say, it is really cool to see so many of the people who voice characters in our game show up at events. Patricia is just one of many that we have had an opportunity to meet at events all over the globe, and again, we're not here without you. Today was fantastic. I was a little bit nervous about this event because I know how much Siege means to so many people, and we knew the stakes, Gabe. But if anything, today should show how important this game is.
Chad,
and how
W
excited
sponsored,
people
W
are
Siege,
for the new era of
W
Siege.
Passion,
I mean, not even that, but
W X, W
everyone
Update.
involved in the Siege community, whether new or old, this is a moment for every one of us to enjoy, to take, and to appreciate, and to just live
W
in this
chat,
moment and
thank
to
you guys
carry
for
it
hanging
for
out.
the next 10 years of Siege and on Siege X.
I mean, if it's really 10 years, I will be in my 40s, which basically in gaming years means that I
Dude, you know
am
what's
on
sick?
the
In 10
verge
years,
of
I'm still going to be in my
retirement
30s.
home. But we
That's
got to
so
see
lit.
the new 6v6 game mode Dual Front.
Because I'm currently in my
We got to
20s.
see core
So,
gameplay updates.
yeah, I
We
guess
got to see
20s
them
plus
in
10 would be
action
30s.
In Core Siege, in 5v5.
I guess
There
that's how it
were
works.
Lots of goodies. And
I'm not
we're
sure, though. I guess that's
quite
just
done
freaking
yet.
math, I guess.
You can still gain access to the Dual Front beta for the last time. My call to action to you. Connect your Ubisoft Connect account and Twitch. Watch either this stream or soon to be the partnered streamers because we're about to wrap up.
You'd be in your 40s?
And you'll gain access to play
39.6
Dual
is
Front
not
later
40.
today on either PC or one of the current gen systems. It has been one heck of a day, and it is a great honor
We round
to be
up?
one
Oh,
of
do
the
you?
two people to take a moment to pay tribute
you round
to a
up
game that has
29.6?
made our lives better, but has also just made our lives, period.
Yeah.
Think about where we would be
Do you
if
round
it
up
wasn't for our involvement
17.6?
in Siege. You've been involved for almost a decade. I've been involved for coming on 8 years. That's crazy. So thank you to you, the community. Thank you to Ubisoft. Thank you to all
That one's
who
tougher
took
to answer,
part.
huh?
Yeah.
That one's tougher to answer, hey.
Absolutely.
That one's a bit tougher. Yeah. So maybe let's watch what we freaking say.
There's one person who has had an enormous impact on this game, and as I don't want to say breathe new life into it, but it is undeniable that his involvement, his love of the game, and his constant
Dude, what are you doing in my chat? Someone just wrote diarrhea forever or nicotine addiction for life. Obviously the nicotine addiction.
He received a
Obviously, but like what?
at the Sixth Invitational.
And by the way, they're both the same thing, just phrased differently. You wrote one is forever and one is for life. They're both forever.
Not King George. No. It's Jinxie, somebody who has breathed life, I will say it, has breathed life into this game. Jinxie has been able to put. No, it's Jinxie, somebody who has breathed life.
Thank you.
Has breathed life into
Yes!
this game.
I'm
Jinxie
about to start doing
has
it!
been able to put a big spotlight
twerking!
on everything from the global scene, the console
I get why they didn't
scene,
invite him.
our involvement in esports with his affiliation with Space Station. He was honored with the MVP award at our biggest event of the year in Boston.
Best day ever,
just
chat.
a month ago. So many people are here because of him. This game is here because of him. And before we toss to him, do you have any experiences with Jinxie? Do you have any anecdotes to share?
You know, I said this in Boston, I'll say it here. I went into his character through and through. No matter he was at 10 viewers, no matter if he was at 90,000
Yeah,
viewers.
you're him.
It is
Thanks, appreciate
so
it, bro.
important
I was doing
to just remember
low key.
who you are, to stay
I
true
could
to
tell
who you
you,
are,
like,
and
watching
Jinxie
you
is
play.
truly the
I
epitome
could
of
tell
that.
you, like.
He's hosted console creator events. He's hosted his World Cup events. He's got friends that he games with quite regularly. Who
All right, chat. Guys, I'm going to be raiding somebody, and I figure there's nobody better to raid than my man's Hutch, who I did so dirty just a few days ago. Hutch will be live for the next hour playing the Rainbow Six Siege X beta. And so if you want the drops, just stay tuned. Be nice to him, please. Give him some love. Guys, I ain't going to be live. This is my last stream. This is unironically my last stream until March 29th. I'm going to be uploading videos daily starting next Wednesday. You'll see the trailer for what we're doing next Tuesday. I'll be active on socials, so you can follow me there. So I'll be live basically everywhere but Twitch. YouTube frogs, you're eating good. And that's the game plan, man. That's the game plan. I hope y'all enjoy what I'm doing. I'm a little nervous about it, to be honest. It's quite a departure from what I normally do. I haven't really daily vlogged ever. But I think it'll be a fun adventure with Michael. So I'm excited for it. I'll be safe. Yeah, 100%. I'll be safe. That's part of the not live streaming while I'm riding. Just, try to make sure I'm as safe as can be. So anyway, yeah, that's the game plan. There should be a lot of content that comes out of it, and we'll be able to talk all about it when I get back March 29th, which will be my next live stream. Maybe I'll do a mobile live stream before we start, maybe, but probably not. Probably not if I had to guess.
I mean, he's the face. He's
so let me raid Hutch. Let me give another thank you to Ubisoft and Rainbow Six Siege for sponsoring this stream, get me to go live one last time, and also check out Rainbow Six Siege X because they got a huge update to the game. And to be honest, check it out just because of Josh, the dev who had passion to match the fire of 1,000 suns. All right, guys. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you are not going to see what I'm up to. So follow me there. Twitch frogs, YouTube frogs. I'll be posting on YouTube, so you're chill. And that's it, man. That's it. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. This is the last time I'll see you guys forever. Goodbye now. Goodbye forever. Goodbye now. Goodbye now. Goodbye forever. This is the last time I'll ever see you. This is this streamer's last moment before a horrific motorcycle accident in Japan where he got hit by a car. Yeah, goodbye forever, guys. Goodbye. See you later. Okay, no, I'll be back March 29th. All right, see ya. See ya. Peace.